is it?
It's another case for Nick Carter, master detective.
Yes, it's another case for that most famous of all manhunters, the detective whose ability at solving crime is unequaled in the history of detective fiction. Nick Carter, Master Detective, presented by the three great Linex home brighteners, Linex Clear Gloss Varnish, Linex Cream Polish, and Linex Self-Polishing Wax, created by Acme, America's great producer of fine Acme quality paints. Today's curious adventure,
Mind Over Murder, or Nick Carter and the mystery of the missing John Doe.
In just a moment, we'll hear how Nick Carter found out who John Doe really was and who was behind the murders of the two men John Doe thought he had killed. But first, here's a tip for good homekeeping. Millions of American homemakers have discovered how Chemtone, the miracle wall finish, keeps their walls fresh and lovely. Now they're discovering how the three great Linex home brighteners bring sparkling cleanliness to furniture, woodwork, and walls. Linex Clear Gloss Varnish gives lustrous, longer-lasting protection to every wood and linoleum surface. Linex Cream Polish renews the sleek, gleaming beauty of fine furniture. And Linex Self-Polishing Wax lends rich, satiny loveliness to any floor, wood, linoleum, or tile. Take the modern shortcut to new home beauty with the three great Linex home brighteners. You'll find them all at your hardware, paint, or department store. Your headquarters also for Chemtone, the miracle wall finish. And now for today's mysterious adventure with Nick Carter. Today's story starts in Nick's office as Nick and Patsy are interviewing a stranger, a young man who has just called to consult Nick.
Well, how did you happen to come here?
Well, I asked a policeman where I could find a good detective, and he gave me your name.
Suppose you tell us what's bothering you.
Well, 3 mornings ago, I woke up in a strange bed in a strange apartment. Until the young lady whose apartment it was told me, I had no idea where I was.
Well, judging by the bandage around your head, you must have had an accident. Was that before or after you woke up in this strange bed?
It must have been before. I don't remember anything about it. The girl whose apartment it was told me she found me on the steps of her apartment house last Friday night. Or rather, Saturday morning as she returned from a party. Well, she saw I was injured, so she managed to get me up to her place and called her doctor. Well, he said my injury wasn't serious, but I had to be quiet for a few days. So she let me stay there for the night. But the next morning, even though I was able to answer her questions, I knew nothing about myself. I had to tell her something, so I invented a name, and I told her some story about being from out of town, having had a bad fall, and so on.
What name did you give him?
John Powell.
That name doesn't mean anything to you?
No, I just picked it out of the air.
What makes you think you may be a criminal?
This. Look.
Good grief, Nick. Look at all that money.
Yes. There's over $10,000 there. And look at this.
Oh.
Well, diamond lavalier. One like that, even though it's pretty old-fashioned, must be worth at least $5,000 or $6,000.
And those diamond eardrops are pretty special, too.
Did you find anything in your pockets that might help you establish your identity?
No. The suit I was wearing the night she found me was bloodstained, so I bought this suit and hat this morning at a small store I passed. I left the other suit at the cleaner's, but I went over it thoroughly first. All I found was this.
A calling card. Warren McAllister. No address or anything.
This mean anything to you?
Not a thing. I looked in the telephone book and found there is a Warren McAllister on East 81st Street. I thought maybe I was he, so I called up and asked for him, but whoever answered said Mr. McAllister was just leaving for the country and couldn't come to the phone.
What do you want me to do?
Find out who I am, if you can, and especially find out whether or not I'm a criminal.
Come on, Nick. We've got nothing better to do. Why don't you help him out?
All right. First, what's the girl's name and address?
Her name is Laura David. She lives at 7684 Windsor Road.
And what about the doctor?
Well, Miss David called him Dr. Bourne. That's all I know about him.
And where'd you leave your other suit to be cleaned?
Here's the claim check for it. I'm sure he won't find anything.
You never can tell.
Where are you going to be?
I don't know, but I'll let you know as soon as I get settled.
Very well, Mr. Powell. Meanwhile, Patsy and I'll start by calling on Miss Laura David.
Apartment 3D, David. Well, he told us the truth about this, anyway.
Go in.
Riley, what are you doing
I
here?
was just going to ask you that. What do you know about her?
About who?
The dame who rents this apartment, wise guy.
We never even heard of her until half an hour ago, Lieutenant.
Oh, you don't say. You just stopped in to pass the time of day, I suppose.
We came to see her about a client of ours.
Hey, look here, Riley. What's this all about? And why are you here?
Right now I'm asking the questions. What's the name of this client of yours?
He told us his name was John Powell.
And what did he want you to do for him?
He wanted us to find out who he is. He has amnesia from a sock on the head.
Oh, so that's what that note meant.
Well, what note's that, Riley?
We found it on the table here, the $100 bill pinned to it. Yeah, here it is.
Dear Miss David, thanks for all you've done. I can impose on your hospitality no longer. Please reimburse both the doctor and yourself for any expense you've been put to on my account. Gratefully yours, John Powell. Well, doesn't say much.
The David girl will tell us what it means once we start working on it.
Why, where is she?
In the jug.
Oh.
A cop on the beat found her trying to hide a gun in an ash can on her way to work this morning. He brought her and the gun down to headquarters. She claims she found it on her steps last Friday night and was trying to get rid of it.
Well, maybe she's telling the truth, Riley. People do that, you know. Anything wrong with the gun?
Plenty. In the first place, it was a Swedish gun, a Bofors .32 caliber. Now, you just don't find them on your doorstep. In the second place, we checked it and found it was the gun used to knock off a stiff who was killed near the waterfront last Friday night.
Oh, is that so?
So you better kick in with what you know about this so-called client of yours.
Well, I'd be glad to let you talk with him, Riley, but I don't know where to find him.
For the love of... You got a client and you don't know where to find him?
Just as soon as he gets in touch with us, we'll let you know. In the meantime, how about letting us talk to the David girl?
Sure. Anything I can do for you, Mr. Carter, will be a pleasure. Even though you won't do nothing for me. Come on.
Well, Patsy, we certainly didn't get much out of that David girl.
No, she just told us the same thing she told Riley.
Yes, please.
We want to see the suit this check calls for.
Oh, yes, sure. Just a minute. I'll get it for you. I ain't sent it out yet. I knew that stuff on it was blood. Said he had an accident, if it is.
Thanks. Now, pockets all empty.
Hmm.
Just as he said they were. No labels. Uh-oh. Look here, Patsy.
A hole right through pocket, lining cloth and everything. Smells of powder, too, Nick.
Yes. He fired the gun right through the pocket. Didn't have time to draw it.
Nick, is this part of the lining of the jacket, or is it something in the lining?
Let me see.
Here.
Feels like something in the lining, I should say. Yes. There's a hole in the pocket here. Just a second. Here it is.
But what is it, Nick?
It's one of these small labels you paste on your baggage showing the ship you sailed on.
Oh.
This one came from the Abercrombie.
Well, does that help?
It may. We'll find out later. Well, that's all we can do here. Now let's call on Mr. McAllister.
The lieutenant is expecting you in the library.
Hey, Nick, what's it?
Hold it, Patsy. We'll find out fast enough.
Well, what took you so long, Nick? You get a flat tire, maybe?
Thanks for the welcome, Riley. Hey, what's going on here?
As if you didn't know.
But I don't. Well, Riley, what is it?
Uh-oh. Look there, Nick.
Is that McAllister?
Yes, it's McAllister. And dead as a doornail. And don't tell me you don't know nothing about it, because I wouldn't believe it.
Well, so McAllister is dead, too. How is this going to affect Nick's efforts to learn who John Powell really is? Or does John Powell know more about this than he's told Nick? We'll see in just a moment. Folks have a habit of forgetting to use the doormat, whether they come home through winter snow and spring rain or from summertime swimming pools. And the water they track in certainly spoils the appearance of shining, freshly clean floors. But those floors look spick and span again in a twinkling when you keep them protected with Linex clear gloss varnish, because it keeps both dirt and water right there on the surface where they're easy to whisk away. That same protective finish gives sparkling beauty to woodwork and furniture as well. For Linex Clear Gloss has a gleaming, transparent luster that provides a background of distinction for all your household things. And how Linex Clear Gloss wears. It resists damage by hot grease, boiling water, fruit acids, perfume, even alcohol, which means it's as fine for use on tabletops as for wood floors and linoleum. What's more, Linex Clear Gloss Varnish is so easy, so smooth to brush on that it's no job at all. And once applied, it gives your home the handsome, well-kept appearance in which you take such pride. So ask your dealer now for Linex, Lin-X, Linex Clear Gloss Varnish. You'll find all three great Linex home brighteners and Chemtone, the miracle wall finish, at hardware, paint, and department stores everywhere. And now back to our story. We left Nick and Patsy facing an angry Lieutenant Riley, who was accusing them of knowing more about the murder of Mr. McAllister than they pretended.
Yes, it's McAllister, and dead as a doornail. And don't tell me you don't know nothing about it, because I wouldn't believe it.
But we don't, Lieutenant, honest.
Of course we don't. Now, what happened, Riley?
He was just about to learn the details when you drove up, so we waited for you to join us.
Well, thank you, Riley. I knew I could count on you to do the right thing.
What? Why
Watch
you...
your blood pressure, Lieutenant.
I ought to throw you both in the clink for 99 years.
All right, all right. Now, how about finding out what happened to McAllister?
All right, all right. Now, you, chauffeur.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Barry, sir.
All right, Barry. Tell us what you know about this, and don't leave nothing out.
Well, I was driving Mr. McAllister home from the bank, and I stopped in front of the house, same as always. I was just going to get out and open the door for him when a man came up to me with a gun in his hand. He told me to keep my hands on the wheel and to look straight ahead, not to pay any attention to what I heard.
Go on. What happened then?
Well, I heard the car door open behind me. Mr. McAllister started to say something, and then I heard a shot. Then I heard a man say, "Come on, Mike," and they ran up the street. I turned around, saw Mr. McAllister slumped down in the back seat and two men running toward a car.
Where was this other car?
In the middle of the block on the other side of the street. The men got in, and it drove off.
You got any idea who them men were, what they was after?
Oh, no, sir.
All right, Barry. That's all for you for now. But don't go away. We may want you again in a few minutes.
Oh, sure, Lieutenant. I'll stick around.
Now, you. What's your name? What do you know about this?
The name is Stover, Lieutenant. I was Mr. McAllister's butler, sir.
Oh, just a moment. Stover, did a man named John Powell call here today?
Yes, sir, he did. Just as Mr. McAllister was leaving, sir. But Mr. McAllister said he didn't know anyone by that name, so he didn't speak to him.
Did you recognize the voice?
No, sir. But I'm almost sure it was the same person who called about an hour ago and asked if Mr. McAllister had returned yet. I told him I expected him in about half an hour. I asked him his name, sir, but he hung up.
So, Mr. Detective Carter, this guy Powell didn't just happen to call you two up and tell you he knocked off this guy too, now, did he?
He couldn't have called us, Lieutenant. We haven't been back to the office since we left you.
Then how did you happen to show up here just when you did then?
We found McAllister's card in Powell's wallet.
That's right, Lieutenant. Powell asked us to see if McAllister knew anything about him, who he might really be.
I'd sure like to get a look at this client of yours. He seems to have a finger in every murder that goes on around here. You wouldn't let me just take a little peek at him, would you, Nick? Just for the sake of our long and lovely friendship?
Riley, I mean it. I haven't the
Hey, what's going on?
Nick, there goes McAllister's chauffeur.
I told that guy to stick around here.
He'll be right back, sir. He's just taking the car round to the garage on the next avenue, the same as he always does when it's not being used.
But we got to go over that car for fingerprints as soon as my men get here. I'll go get him. I'll have him back here before you can say John Joseph Michael Riley.
Stover, what do you know about that chauffeur, Barry?
Why, not much, sir. He came to work here about 3 months ago. Mr. McAllister hired him himself.
Did you see any part of what happened when Mr. McAllister was shot?
Just the end, sir. I heard the car drive up, and I went to open the door. Just as I did, I heard a shot and saw the two men start toward the other car.
And Barry was sitting in the front seat, the way he said?
Yes, sir. He was sitting there with his hands on the wheel. As soon as the men started running, he called me, and I went to see how badly Mr. McAllister was hurt.
I see. Oh, by the way, Stover, do you happen to know where the chauffeur Barry lives?
I think he has a room over in the next avenue, sir. Number 7612, I believe it is. It's over a bakery.
Thank you. Well, Patsy, I think that's all for us here.
Where to now, Nick?
I think we'll take a trip down to the waterfront. I want to call on the purser of the Abercrombie.
Did you say the Abercrombie, sir?
Why, yes. Why?
It's probably only a coincidence, sir. But Mr. McAllister was very much worried last Friday night because a man he was expecting on the Abercrombie failed to show up.
Is that so? Who was this chap who didn't show up?
I don't know, sir. Mr. McAllister was looking forward to seeing him. He was bringing him something important, I believe. He sent his car down to the pier to meet him, but Barry reported that he wasn't on the boat.
Was Mr. McAllister interested in anything besides his bank?
Oh, yes, sir. He was the head of several committees which were acting against enemy propaganda in this country.
Combating enemy propaganda, huh? Oh, this thing is beginning to make sense, Patsy. Now I'm more anxious than ever to talk to the purser of the Abercrombie. Will you tell the purser I'd like to see him, please?
This doesn't look like an American ship, Nick, even though it is named the Abercrombie.
It isn't, Patsy. It was originally the Prince Knut, a Danish vessel. It was taken over by the English when Hitler rolled over Denmark. Now sails for Sweden, I believe.
You think that the label we found in John Powell's clothes may mean that he came in on this bout?
I hope so, Patsy. And there's another thing makes me think that may be true. The gun that Miss David found, the one that Powell must have dropped on the steps of her apartment house, was a Swedish gun, remember?
Yes.
A Bofors 32?
Mr. Carter, you want to talk to me, yes?
Yes. Was there a passenger on your boat this last trip by the name of John Powell?
Jan Powell? No, we have only 3 young gentlemen traveling alone. I remember well. One Swedish-American, Mr. Lars Sjöström from Michigan, one Norwegian, Mr. Halverson, and the young South American, Mr. Richard Vallon.
Richard Vallon, huh?
Doesn't sound much like Powell, Nick.
You are from the police, maybe?
Well, yes, in a way. Why?
Then I think maybe this Mr. Vallon could be the one you are looking for. We had trouble with him on the way.
What kind of trouble?
Oh, it was not serious. Just his room steward reported to me that he was armed, that he had seen pistol on his dresser. So I called on him and asked him to give me pistol for the trip. It is rules, you know.
Yes, I understand.
But he did not want to give it to me. He talked about it for a long time. Then at last he gave it to me, and I put it in safe. And when we dock, I give it back to him.
Very interesting. Did you notice the make of it?
Oh, yes. It was Bofors 32 caliber.
So both are 32.
Could you describe this Richard Vallon for me?
He was young man, slender, good-looking, blonde hair, about my size.
That's Powell, all right, Nick.
Oh, Purser, did you happen to notice if a car met him at the dock?
But yes, when he leaves the boat, he gets into big black limousine. They start away, and then about the block from the dock, the car stopped again. It was too dark to see what was happening. I think maybe there was trouble with the engine because I hear a backfire, and then the car go on again. But that was same place where police find dead man next morning.
Nick, it all adds up, doesn't it?
Yes, Patsy, I think it does. Well, thanks for your trouble, Purser.
Oh, it's no trouble, thank you.
Patsy, I think we'll have a look at this room where Mr. McAllister's chauffeur lives.
Do you expect to find Barry here, Nick?
I rather hope not. I'd like to get a look at his room without his knowing it.
Oh.
Are you looking for someone?
Yes. We have an appointment with Barry, Mr. McAllister's chauffeur. He told us to come here and wait for him. Said you'd unlock his door so we could wait inside.
I don't unlock no roomer's door for no strangers.
Oh, yes, you do. See this?
Oh, sure. Sure, I'll open it for you. Don't have to act like that about it, though.
Go ahead, open up. Is it on this floor?
Yeah, right over here. There you are. Hurry up, will you?
Now, sit down inside here where I can see you.
Okay.
That's it. All right, Patsy, shut the door.
Okay.
Now, let's see what we can find here.
Hey, look. Hurry up, will you? I got work to do. I can't sit here forever.
You'll sit there till we finish this search.
Nick, what do you suppose is in this little can? I can't open it.
Huh? Hey, Patsy, let me have that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, the cover is on pretty tight.
Well, that's movie film, isn't it?
Certainly is. Well, let's see. Oh, boy, look at that.
Well, what is it, Nick?
Looks like pictures of German atrocities and destruction in some of the conquered countries.
Oh.
Oh, these are brutal. Where did you find this, Patsy?
In the bottom drawer, wrapped up in some long underwear. There's a briefcase there, too.
Briefcase. Let me see it.
Here it is.
Yes, that's it, all right. Come on, Patsy.
No, but Nick...
No time to lose. We're going to take this stuff down to Riley to be turned over to the FBI. They'll be very happy to get it.
Maybe they would, but they ain't gonna.
Barry.
Now, Carter, take a look at this gun of mine and then hand over the film and the briefcase. I'll take care of them myself.
Barry, I'd like to make a deal with you.
Yeah? What kind of a deal?
I want... Excuse me, do you mind if I get my handkerchief?
Never mind the funny business. Give me the stuff you found here.
Very well. Here. May I get my handkerchief?
All right, but I'm watching you, so don't try anything.
I don't carry any guns in my breast pocket. I just want my handkerchief. There.
Hey, what was that?
Why, you...
Oh. All right, Patsy. You can stop holding your breath now. We get out of here fast. Find a cop and bring him up here quick.
Right, Nick. Gee, I'm glad I realized what you were doing in time, so I didn't get knocked out, too.
That little flask of quick-acting knockout gas comes in handy sometimes. Now, my unconscious friend, I'll just collect the film and the briefcase and turn them over to Riley to be forwarded to the FBI. They'll be glad to get evidence like this.
So Barry was only working for McAllister so he could keep an eye on him, huh?
Yes, Riley. McAllister was very active in combating enemy propaganda, and Barry was on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that as soon as he, Barry, found out the names of the men McAllister was working with, he had him killed. Well, with the pictures and other data in that briefcase, the FBI should be able to make short work of the whole crew.
Yeah. Oh. Lieutenant Riley, homicide speaking. Oh, sure, send him right in.
Something interesting, Riley?
Yeah, could be. Well, Schultz?
I was on my beat tonight when a big car goes around the corner fast and the guy falls out. Lands with his head up against one of the L pillars, out cold. I got an ambulance and took him to the hospital.
Well?
Well, I found these things on him, Lieutenant. That's why I come direct to you.
Nick, Powell's lavalier and eardrops.
Yes. And there's McAllister's card and all the money.
You mean that guy could be John Powell?
Certainly could be, Riley.
So he wasn't no crook, eh? Well, this sure looks like it.
Well, I'm sure he wasn't, Riley.
I'm going to the hospital and have a look at that guy. You want to come?
Right you are. Grab your hatchet, Patsy, and let's get going.
Oh, it's wonderful, Nick. When you ride with the police department, you don't have to watch out for traffic or red lights or anything.
That's more, you save gas when you don't use your own car. That's mighty
Calling
important.
Lieutenant Riley. Headquarters
Yeah.
calling Lieutenant
That
Riley.
calls for me. Hold everything. Schultz, this is Lieutenant Riley. Go ahead.
We just got a call from the guy we took to the hospital last night, Lieutenant. He says he saw a car used by McAllister's killers. Says car license is KX56-7D. I checked that number and it belongs to Gussie Lang.
Gussie Lang. Schultz, send out some men at once and pick up Gussie and his gang and bring him in and hold him for questioning. Get going fast. That's all.
Right, Lieutenant.
We'll take care of him fast enough. Well, step on it, Rice. What's holding you back?
So, Paul, you actually saw McAllister killed last night.
Yes, plain as I see you now. I was waiting for him to come home in the hopes that he could identify me. When the killers started off, I jumped on the rear bumper of their car, but when they went around a corner, I got thrown off. Hit something, I guess.
You hit your head on an L pillar. Best cure in the world for amnesia. Practically never fails, Mr. Vallon.
Vallon? How'd you know my name? I only knew it myself a few minutes ago.
We find out things. Now, suppose you tell us what happened when you landed off the Abercrombie last Friday night. That is, if you can remember now.
I remember, all right. I got off the boat, and McAllister's chauffeur met me. We drove a block or so from the dock, and he stopped. Two men opened the car door and started to get in. I saw they had guns, so I fired at one of them. Then something hit me on the head, and that's the last I knew.
Now, look here, Powell or Vallon or whatever your name is. Where'd you get all that money we found on you? Them sparklers. They don't look honest to me.
The jewels belonged to my great-aunt Miriam. I took them across to have them recut in Amsterdam. Then the Germans took Amsterdam, so I had to bring them back. The money belonged to a refugee I met who asked me to deposit it to my account until he could get over here. But I still don't see why those men tried to hold me up. Nobody knew I had the jewels with me.
It wasn't the jewels they wanted, Vallon. It was the roll of film and the envelope of documents you had in your briefcase.
Were they important?
Where did you get them?
Well, a friend of my father's gave them to me, asked me to give them to Mr. McAllister when I got over here. But what were they, Mr. Connor?
The film showed Nazi atrocities in conquered countries. The documents were pictures, descriptions, and names of active workers in anti-American activities here in this country. McAllister's chauffeur, Barry, was one of the head workers. When you prevented those men from getting what they wanted, Barry dumped you out of the car and took the film and the papers to his room to hold until he could dispose of them safely. But we got there first.
Well, Lieutenant, are you satisfied that Mr. Powell, or I should say Mr. Vallon, is innocent?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, come on, Riley. Cheer up. You've got the film and the anti-American data. You've got McAllister's murderers. And you're going to get all the credit for solving the case.
Huh?
What more do you want?
In just a moment, Nick and Patsy will bring you a preview of next week's exciting case. But before they do, think this over. The more homelike the place you live in, the more fun you have inviting folks to share your hospitality. And these days, every home can look its shining best with very little effort when you depend on the three great Linex home brighteners. Take Linex cream polish, for instance. In one quick, easy application, it reveals your fine furniture in all its original gleaming beauty, renews the appearance of the wood, frees it from the dull cloudiness of dust, old polish, and finger marks. You see, Linex cream polish actually cleans as it polishes, cutting your job in half, saving one whole step. And when you're through, you'll find that Linex cream polish has left no oiliness on the surface of your furniture. It dries hard, bright, and dustless. Yes, in every way, Linex cream polish for fine furniture is the modern shortcut to furniture loveliness. Be sure to ask your dealer for it by name. Linex cream polish for fine furniture, which cleans as it polishes. You'll find all three great Linex home brighteners, Linex self-polishing wax, Linex clear gloss varnish, and Linex cream polish at your nearest hardware, paint, or department store. And now let's hear from Nick Carter himself. Well, Nick, how about a peek into next week's story? Got a few hints for us?
Well, next week's story, Ken, is about one of the wildest and most exciting nights Patsy and I ever spent.
I should say it was.
What happened, Nick?
4 rich old Tories during the Revolution buried all their valuables in a small rocky island. Their heirs had found a clue to the burial place of the treasure and called me in to solve the clue, which was in code.
But they didn't figure on the one man who wanted it all for himself and who was willing to kill to be sure he got it.
What do you call the story, Nick?
It's called 4 Rings of Death.
Or the mystery of the Tory Island murders.
I hope you'll be with us next week. So long for now.
So long to all of you. See you soon.
And so long to both of you, Nick and Patsy. We'll be here waiting for you next week. Next week at this same time, listen to another curious experience of Nick Carter, Master Detective, entitled
4 Rings of Death. Or Nick Carter and the Mystery of the Tory Island Murders.
Nick Carter, Master Detective, is featured in Street and Smith magazines. Lon Clark is starred as Nick with Helen Choate as Patsy. Original music is played by Lou White, and the programs are written and directed by Jock McGregor. Nick Carter, Master Detective, is presented at this time and over these same stations each week by the three great Linex home brighteners, Linex clear gloss varnish, Linex cream polish, and Linex self-polishing wax, created by Acme, America's great producer of Acme fine quality paints. This is Ken Powell speaking for the thousands of Linex dealers all over America and saying so long until next week. This is Mutual.
It's a case for Nick Carter, master detective.
Yes, it's another case for that most famous of all manhunters, the detective whose ability at solving crime is unequaled in the history of detective fiction. Nick Carter, master detective.
But, Mr. Sweet, that sort of thing is entirely out of my line.
Yes, I suppose it is, Mr. Carter, but after all, you are our official investigator.
All right. I'll have one of my men take care of it. Now tell me again what you want me to do.
One of our clients is being sued as a result of an automobile accident in which a woman was very severely injured. Our client got the name of one witness, but another witness got away before we could find out who he was. Now, our client says he was a very tall, thin chap with red hair, probably in his late 20s. A bystander told him that he thought this man lived just a couple of blocks away. That's all we know about him. But his testimony is extremely important to us in our defense of the case. We must find him at once.
All right, Mr. Sweet, we'll find him. Where was the collision?
Corner of Boylston Avenue and 2nd Place on the north side.
And this red-haired young man lives a couple of blocks from there in some unknown direction?
That's what we believe, Mr. Carter.
All right. I'll send Mr. McGlynn out at once.
Thank you.
As soon as we have something definite, I'll let you know.
So began a case the like of which had never been encountered by Nick Carter, master detective. A search for a missing witness seemed like a simple routine job. But Nick didn't know about the two old ladies who lived in the little house on the edge of town. You'll learn all about it in The Case of the Little Old Ladies.
You say you don't know nobody with red hair?
No, I don't.
Keep on trying. Of all the jobs for a great detective like me, going from door to door looking for a guy who probably don't even exist. I never knew Nick to fall for such a dumb stunt before, and he had to wish it on me. I don't know why I don't quit. 47 houses I've been to. Nobody ever seen a guy like I'm looking for. But I heard about every kind of fella but the kind I want.
Yes? Who is it, please?
Good morning. I wonder if you can tell me anything about a tall, thin young man about 26, 28 years old with red hair.
Well, now, let me see. I know almost everybody in this neighborhood. We've lived here a great many years. If you'll come in, I'll ask my sister if she recalls such a person.
Oh, now, ma'am, I don't want to put you to no trouble.
No trouble at all. We'll be glad to help you if we can. Do come in, please.
Well, all right. Of course, I want to find this fella, so if you can help...
Of course you do. Edith? Yes? Will you come here a minute, dear? What is it, Mary? Can I... Oh. Edith, this is Mr.
Waldo McGlynn, ma'am. Chief Assistant to Nick Carter.
Mr. McGlynn. How do you do, Mr. McGlynn?
How are you, ma'am?
Mr. McGlynn says he's looking for a tall, thin young man with red hair, about 26 or 28 years old. Do we know such a man?
Well, now let me see. There was James Bond. He used to live down the block next to Moshe's, but he moved away last year.
Oh, his hair was really almost blonde, dear. Do you suppose he could mean Walter Castle?
Oh, sister, he must be nearer 35.
I suppose you're right, Edith.
How about young Ed Terrence? He lives over on the next street.
Oh, no, sister, he's short. Almost as short as Cousin Elmer is. So he is.
Oh, look, ladies, it's awful good of you to take all this trouble just to help me find this young man, but I don't want to...
No trouble at all, Mr. McGlynn. We just don't seem to be able to do it.
Mary, maybe Mr. McGlynn would like a cigar while he's waiting.
Of course, I'll get him one. They're in the box on the table behind him. No, don't get up, Mr. McGlynn. I'll get it for you.
I hate to have you doing all this for me, ladies. If you'll just...
Mr. McGlynn, don't move. Just sit where you are.
What in the name of...
This is a gun you feel on the back of your neck, and if you don't stay very quiet, it'll go off. And you'll never find this young man you're not looking for.
not looking for.
Shall I tie him up now, Mary?
Yes, Edith. Tie him up right in his chair so he won't have to move at all. And tight enough so he can't move.
Very well, Mary. I brought the rope as we planned.
But look here, ladies. I just want to find a fellow.
You can't fool us, Mr. McGlynn. We know why you're here.
You came here to try to trap us into a confession, but we were too smart for you.
Now that you've found out where we live, we'll have to go away, of course. That's why we have to tie you up, so you can't follow us.
Oh, Mary, Bill isn't going to like this. He trusted us, and now look what has happened. We've failed him.
I know it. I can't imagine how this man found out, but I'm afraid Bill will never forgive us, sister.
What in the name of all that's holy are you dames talking about?
You know well enough, Mr. McGlynn. You don't have to ask us what we've done. If you didn't know, why are you here?
There, now, there. He can't get out of that, I'm sure.
Oh, look, ladies, Nick Carter ain't going to like this, not at all. He says I always get things balled up, and now he's...
Oh, don't you worry, Mr. McGlynn. He can't blame you. We're just too clever for you, and you're Mr. Carter. Come, sister, we must pack into... Is it that all good thieves say? Oh, yes. We must pack and scram.
There you are, Waldo. Free as a bird.
Oh, thanks, Cubby boy. Oh, dear, can't move. I'm stiff as a board.
Ah, you'll be all right in a minute or two.
Now, listen, Waldo. You say these two old ladies tied you up so as to give them time to move out?
Yeah, that's what they said, Nick. They thought I had the goods on them for something I didn't know nothing about.
Well, couldn't you guess what that something was from what they said?
Yeah, not a single guess could I give, Nick, boy. They was altogether too cagey for me. One of them said something about thieves, but that was all. Oh, by the way, Nick, I forgot to ask you, how did you happen to find me here?
That was easy. Patsy told us what route you were planning to follow, and we followed you.
Oh.
You had called at the house on the left, but you never got to the one on the right. This house being empty, it was a good bet that you were here. Nick unlocked the door, and here you were, waiting for us.
Waiting for you? And what else could I be doing but wait? Oh, you and your bum jokes.
Now, listen, both of you, listen. There's something going on here that's bigger than a lost witness, and I'm going to find out what it is.
But what can we do, Nick? Waldo doesn't know what it's all about, and the old ladies have gone. So what do we have to go on?
Nothing. We've got to find something. And the best place to start looking is right here in this house. So search every room thoroughly. Don't miss a thing. I'll get busy, both of you.
And all you found was that burned paper?
That's all, Patsy.
And what good that is, I'm darned if I can see. When a piece of paper is burned as bad as that was, so you can't even see if it had writing on it or not, I give up.
Oh, that's where science comes in, Waldo.
If science can tell Nick what was on that paper, I'll take my hat off to it. Even old Sim Carter couldn't do that.
The use of infrared light in reading the writing on a burned paper is one of the new developments that have come
Nick,
in...
did you find anything worthwhile?
Maybe yes and maybe no. Fortunately, that burned paper we found on the ashtray was a good grade of paper and didn't crumble before I could look it over.
Well, what'd you find, Nick?
That piece of paper was really two separate pieces of paper. One was a wrapper off a bundle of bills, showing that the package was put up by the First Mutual Bank on Canal Street and had contained $100, probably in small bills. The other was part of a letter.
Oh, what did it say?
All I could make out was, "Another month, dear aunts. It'll be safe to use the money. So we..." And that's all.
Fat lot of help that is.
Patsy, do we have any record of the First Mutual Bank being robbed in the last year or so?
Oh, I'll see, Nick.
The money this wrapper was on obviously came straight from the bank.
No, nothing on the First Mutual at all. But the records show there was a payroll robbery about 6 months ago, in which the payroll messenger was robbed of $153,000 that came from that bank.
What was the firm that was robbed?
It was the Brownson Industrial Corporation, just across the river. You know that big plant on Market Street?
All right. Let's call on the Brownson Industrial Corporation. I'm going to see this thing through to the end.
You want to see me, mister?
I do. You're the payroll messenger? It was robbed about 6 months ago?
Who are you?
This is Nick Carter. Tell him what you know about it.
Oh, okay, yeah. The guards that came with me from the bank left me at the side door of the office building as usual, and I came along inside. There's a short corridor there, about 10 feet long, with a turn at the end. Leads into the general office. Well, I was just coming to the turn when a couple of old ladies stopped me, and they...
Later, Walter, later. You say 2 old ladies?
Yeah. This couple of old ladies stopped me and asked me how to get to the metal shop. I stopped to tell them, when all of a sudden, I got a sock on the back of the head. Knocked me cold.
Then what happened?
How do I know? I was out cold. And when I came to, the assistant cashier was bending over me, trying to wake me up. My money bag was cut open. The money was gone, every nickel of it.
Did anyone else see these 2 old ladies around?
Yeah. The gate man who let them in. They said they was coming to see their nephew, Walter Bascom, a clerk in the office here. So he let them go by without waiting for an okay. But Bascom never saw him. He says he ain't even got an aunt. And he didn't leave his desk all afternoon.
Were they seen after the robbery?
Oh, they was out of the gate before the alarm was give out. The gate man saw him go.
Can you describe them?
Well, they looked like a couple of sweet little old ladies. Maybe like your pet grandmother. One was short and chubby. The other was about middle-sized, kind of slender-like.
The same, Nick. The very same.
You're sure of that, Walter?
There couldn't be no mistake, Nick.
Look, you didn't find any clues as to who slugged you. No suspects at all?
Nah, not a one. But it must have been somebody who works in here. Couldn't have happened like it did no other way.
Okay, thanks.
Well, so long.
Well, Nick, looks as if this is as far as we go.
No, Matty, there's just one more chance.
Huh?
I have the photograph I made of the piece of burned letter we found at the old lady's place.
Yeah?
If the writer was the thief, it seems very probable. And if he does work here, as that messenger seemed to think, we might compare the writing on the letter with samples of the writing of the employees in the plant.
Oh, but, Nick, that would take forever. There are several thousand employees here.
Yeah, them 2 dames would die of old age before we got that job done like as not.
Nick,
Yes, Walter?
I just happened to remember. When them 2 old dames was tying me up, they kept talking about somebody named Bill.
You sure of that?
Sure, I'm sure. They said this Bill was going to be pretty sore at them for getting found out.
Oh, Nick, this makes the search for the thief a whole lot easier.
Why, sure. We just look at the handwriting of every guy in the plant named William. There may be a lot of them, but it'll be a whole lot easier than checking up on everybody who works here.
Well, Walter, it looks as if you remember that name just in time. Come on. The personnel manager ought to be able to dig up a specimen of this Bill's handwriting for us. Much as I regret to say it, isn't this William either.
You mean to say that out of 347 guys named William who signed these employment cards the personnel manager gave us, there ain't one that writes like the sample in the photograph?
To the trained eye, there's not one of them that's the same.
Oh, Nick, that means the whole theory that an employee stole the money is out the window.
Yeah, that leaves us exactly nowhere.
Nick, maybe the guy's name ain't William at all. Bill could stand for some other name.
Why, of course, Walter. That's the answer. It must be. His name was Wilbur or Wilfred.
Well,
or
come
something.
on, let's get busy. We only have a few hundred more names to look through.
This is it, all right.
Who is
You
it,
sure?
Nick?
Wilfred Bergen. Works in the stockroom. Mr. Brown, where's the stockroom? I'd like to talk to this Bergen.
It's in the next building back of this one. You'll probably find him at his desk. It's just to the right of the door. Would you like to have me call him and tell him you want to see him?
No, thanks. We don't want to warn him we're coming. We don't want him to get away before we have a talk with him.
Boy, that job sure was a neat setup. This Bergen watches the messenger, sees how he goes through this little corridor every time he comes back with the payroll, tells the old dames what they're to do, and it all works out just as slick as grease.
Yes, the old lady stopped him in the right place, and Bergen socked him. And they shielded him while he cut open the money bag. And they calmly went home, taking their money with them, probably in one of those shopping bags women carry.
And Bergen went back to work, and that was that.
Yeah, and they're waiting until the money cools off so they can spend it.
Uh-huh.
I wonder where they hid it while they're waiting.
I hope Bergen will answer that for us.
There he is, Nick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You Wilfred Bergen?
That's right.
Bergen, this is Nick Carter. He wants to ask you a few questions.
Questions? About what?
Bergen? Where did you hide the money you got from the payroll robbery 6 months ago?
Why, I don't know what you're talking about.
No? I think you're due. You and your aunts knocked out the messenger and stole the payroll amounting to $153,000. Now, what did you do with it?
You're crazy. I had nothing to do with that.
Better come clean, Bergen. We got you dead to rights.
You think you can make me confess something I didn't do? You're nuts.
Bergen, is this your employment card?
Yes, it is. What about it?
Does this photograph show part of a letter you wrote to your aunts recently?
Let me see it.
Hey, come back here. Stop or I'll shoot.
Nicky's falling down the stairs.
Come on, maybe he isn't hurt bad.
Oh.
You won't die, Bergen. You only got shot in the leg.
My neck. My neck. I can't move.
Let me see.
Huh?
You shot him in the leg, all right, Matty. But in falling downstairs, he broke his neck.
Oh, Nick, no.
Smooth.
Now, Bergen, see here. I'm afraid you haven't long to live. Before you go, tell me, where's the money?
Isn't there something we can do for him?
I'm afraid not, Patsy. Bergen, where did you hide the money?
I buried it. Where you'll never find it.
You might as well tell us where you buried it, Bergen, and we can get your aunts to tell.
They'll never tell you. I did it alone. Find it if you can. I stole it. If I can't have it, no one else.
Is he gone, Nick?
Yes, Matty. He's dead.
And the secret of where he hid the money died with him.
Well, look, I ain't given up yet. If he buried it like he said, it's probably buried somewhere around that house where his aunts live. Now, I'm going to have a gang start digging there bright and early tomorrow morning.
Good luck to you, Matty. I'll drop in on you later to see how you make out.
Hello, Sergeant. Having fun?
Hi, Matty. How you making out? As if I couldn't see for myself.
Oh, I ain't making out, Nick. We've been over this whole doggone lot and not a sign of the money.
Oh, apparently Bergen must have buried it outside the limits of the property.
Well, if he did, he can stay there for all of me. Do you realize, Nick, that this is the last street in this section? From here out, it's open country, and the darn stuff could be buried anywhere for the next 5 miles.
Matty, if I can tell you right where to dig for the money, will you try it once more?
Nick Carter, you've been holding out on me again, so help
No,
me.
Matty, no, I haven't been holding out on you. Just answer my question.
Yeah, I'll try it once more. But look, if it don't work, keep away from me next time I see you.
Okay, Matty. Meet me here in the morning about 10 o'clock. I may have something for you. So long.
So long, Sergeant. Nick, you really have an idea?
I do. I believe I can come back here tonight and locate the exact spot for him.
Well, tell me, Nick, what's your plan?
I'm going to get hold of an Army officer I know and have him help me.
Help you what?
Locate the money.
Is that all you're going to tell me?
That's all for now. I like to surprise you, Patsy.
Oh, someday you'll tell me something and I'll surprise you. I'll probably drop dead at your feet.
Sorry this is such a blind search, Lieutenant, but as I said, we have no idea where the money was buried.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Carter. I'm used to working like this.
Not too dark for you, is it?
Oh, no, indeed. I've worked this gadget on darker nights than this and got results.
I suppose we swing over this way for a change. We've pretty well covered the ground on that side.
Okay, Mr. Carter. Whatever you say. Over here, maybe?
Yes. If we don't find anything in this strip, I'm afraid we'll...
Hey, wait a minute.
You found something?
I think so. Yes. Yes, this is it, I'm sure.
No question about it?
None at all. I'm certain that if you dig here, you'll find the money.
Well, if the money's there, Matty will find it.
But we don't want your Matty to find it.
Who are you?
We want to find it ourselves. Of course we do. The money belongs to us. Now.
Why, of course. You're the two old ladies who tied Waldo up and left him in the house the other night. Now, what brings you back here now?
The money, of course.
I mean, how did you know we were out here?
We didn't, but we read in the late evening paper last night that the killing of our nephew Bill had solved the payroll robbery and that the case was closed.
And so we felt that it would be perfectly safe to come back here and get our money. And when we did, we found you here.
We've been watching you for a long time from behind the trees.
Oh, yes. And now that you're here, how do you propose to go about digging it up?
Oh, I'm sure we can persuade you to do that for us, Mr. Carter.
Oh, really? What makes you think so?
This?
Hey, they got a gun, Mr. Carter.
We have 2 guns, one for each of us, and we both know how to shoot very straight. Our dear departed father taught us when we were girls.
Now, look, ladies, you better let me have those guns. Somebody might get hurt.
Nobody's going to get hurt, Mr. Carter, if you start digging.
Now, look here. A joke's a joke. This is getting too...
Mr. Carter, put your hands up over your head.
No.
You too, soldier, you put your hands up, too.
What do we do, Mr. Carter?
We don't do anything. We just... Hey! It went right past my ear.
Are you putting your hands above your head now, Mr. Carter?
Well, see here. This is all very silly.
I guess we better do it. I'd rather be silly than dead.
That's very wise of you.
Okay. My hands are up.
You'd better see if either of them is carrying a pistol, sister. I read in a book that that's always the first thing to do in such cases.
Excuse me, please. The soldier doesn't have one.
Oh?
Oh, look, Edith. Mr. Carter has 2 pistols. Aren't they beautiful?
Oh, put them over by that stump, Mary, where they'll be safe. Now, will you start digging, Mr. Carter?
I can't. I haven't a shovel.
I'll get you one. I remember seeing one in the cellar of our house. It isn't a very good one, but you can use it. You wait right there. I'll be back.
He'll wait for you, sister. Won't you, Mr. Carter?
It looks that way. But now look here. It's no good. The police will be here before I can possibly get the hole deep enough to find the money. It's 3 o'clock already.
Oh, then I'm afraid that will mean you'll have to hurry, Mr. Carter. We must have the money before the police come back. So you'd better take your coat off and get ready to dig real fast. Look, sister. The soldier has gone to sleep.
Yes, poor dear. He must be all worn out watching Mr. Carter work.
Oh, what time is it?
7:30. Oh, dear, I do hope we can find the money before the police arrive.
Mr. Carter?
Yes?
Please dig a little faster. It's getting late.
Oh,
That's it, all right. Well, at least I have the satisfaction of knowing we found the right place. Well, after 10. Matty ought to be here by now. Are you 2 still up there?
Yes, we are. So don't stop digging. We must get that box before the police arrive.
I don't have to dig anymore. I found it.
You found it? Sister, wake up.
Mr. Carter's found the money for us. Isn't he nice? He's found it. Oh, what a lovely man he is.
Soldier.
Yes?
Will you help Mr. Carter get the box out of the hole, please?
You mean he's found it?
Yes, I found it. Oh, here it is. Can you reach it?
Just a little higher. Yeah, that's it. I've got it.
My, that isn't a very big box to hold all that money, is it? Why, I believe I could carry that myself.
Of course we can. Here, soldier, I'll take it.
Here you are.
Thank you. Now, please jump down into the hole with Mr. Carter.
What? Do what?
Jump into the hole with Mr. Carter. It's big enough to hold you both.
Oh, boy.
And I think we'll be gone by the time you get out. The hole is over 8 feet deep.
You better do as she says, Lieutenant. You know how loudly that gun of hers can speak.
Okay. Watch out.
How do you do?
Oh, thank you both very much.
Yes, thank you so much. I hope we meet again sometime. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, I hope this story never gets around. Nick Carter and a lieutenant in the U.S. Engineers made prisoner by 2 little old ladies.
And 2 little old guns. You can't forget those. Well, come on, let's get out of here. Give me a boost, will you?
Yeah.
And I'll haul you out. I rather think they won't get very far.
Oh, I'm so glad we found this money before those horrid policemen got here.
Oh, yes.
We can go in the house and wrap it up so no one will know what it is. Yes. Then we can go back to our old home and live comfortably for the rest of our days.
Yes, dear. Oh, watch out for that first step.
That'll be far enough, ladies. Stand right where you are.
Where did you come from?
Watch out for them, Matty. They're dangerous, I know.
What do you want with us, officer?
I want you, and I want that box of money you got there. What? And don't try reaching for your guns. It won't be healthy for you.
Oh, look, Sergeant, there comes Nick and that army man.
What?
Oh, dear, they must have gotten out of the hole.
You mean Nick and the other guy was in the hole where that box was?
Yes. We hoped they wouldn't get out till after we'd gone. That nice Mr. Carter dug the money up for us all by himself.
Nick dug it up? Well, I never.
Hey, Mary, have you got the money?
Yeah, the money and the dames both, and they won't get away from me, I can tell you.
Well, I gotta say one thing for old Sim Carter. He never let a couple of old dames get him in a hole. He knew how to handle women, he did.
What happened to all your science, Nick?
The science was on their side this time, in the form of a couple of guns. And they could shoot them, too, believe me.
Now, you both stop razzing Nick. He did the best he could. Didn't you, Nick?
Yes, Patsy, I did the best I could. I stalled around with the digging until time for Matty to show up. Of course, if they hadn't been two old ladies, I could have...
Yeah, sure, we know. If they hadn't been so weak, you could have overpowered them both, single-handed.
Hey, Nick, tell me, how'd you ever find where that money was buried? Patsy said you was using some kind of a trick device.
It's just a mine detector, Waldo, same as they use in the war to find hidden mines.
Oh.
The detector can find hidden metal even when it's buried as deep as this box was.
How deep was it, Nick?
8 feet. And if you don't believe me, look at these blisters.
Oh. Nick, look. See that chap standing there watching us?
Certainly I see him. What about him?
Red hair, tall, thin. Must live in this neighborhood or he wouldn't be standing there kibitzing. Isn't that the witness Waldo started out to find?
You're right, Patsy. And as Matty has the thieves and the money, and we have our witness, we can consider the case closed. Except for these blisters of mine.
Nick, boy, your old father used to say, never be ashamed of honest toil. Remember that, Nick. Never be ashamed of honest toil, even if you do happen to be doing it at the point of a gun.
Well, Nick, how about a few highlights on next week's show just to whet our appetite?
Good idea, Ken. My story next week is about a man who was killed by a rifle shot, but the bullet came from the wrong gun.
And the ladder was too long.
The which was what?
The ladder was too long.
So what?
That's the story, together with the fact that the boys' club met very late that night.
That's enough. What do you call this weird combination of clues?
I call it the case of the wrong clue.
Nick Carter, Master Detective, which is produced and directed by Jock McGregor, is copyrighted by Street and Smith Publications, Incorporated. Pictured stories of Nick Carter appear in every issue of the Shadow Comics. In The Return of Nick Carter, Master Detective, Lon Clark is starred as Nick, Charlotte Manson is featured as Patsy, Matty is played by Ed Latimer, Waldo by Humphrey Davis, and Scubby by John Kane. Original music is played by George Wright. Script is by Jock McGregor. Any resemblance in these programs to actual persons, living or dead, or to actual places, is purely coincidental. Nick Carter, Master Detective, is presented over most of these stations each week at this same time. This is Ken Powell saying so long until next week. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
New wonderful Old Dutch Cleanser, the only cleanser made with activated seismotite, invites you to stand by for Nick Carter, Master Detective. Today's Nick Carter adventure starring Lon Clark, The Case of the Vanishing Weapon.
I I, Dorothy, take thee, Wayne, to my lawful wedded husband, to love, honor, and cherish.
Wayne, darling, please, let's move back from the edge. High places always frighten me, and... Wayne, no! Don't, Wayne! Don't!
I, Emily, take thee, Wayne, to my lawful wedded husband, to love, honor, and...
Don't keep swimming away from me, Wayne. Help me. You know I can't
swim. Now, Nick Carter and the case of the vanishing weapon, brought to you by new, wonderful Old Dutch Cleanser. It's 4:20 in the afternoon of an extremely warm day. Driving back to the city, Nick and Patsy meet a car rushing toward them at top speed on the left side of the road.
Get over, you idiot!
Nick, it's a woman. She's going to hit us. Oh, Nick, she ran right into us.
Couldn't get out of her way because of that fence. But at least we avoided a head-on collision. She only struck the back end of the car.
Well, I wonder if she's hurt.
Come on, let's see.
Yeah. Oh, Nick, she caromed off your car right smack into that tree.
Must have been ill. I saw her just before we crashed. Slumped over the wheel.
There she is. Oh, Nick, she was thrown to the windshield.
Yeah. She's in pretty bad shape. Seems to be conscious, though.
I can't die.
Can you hear me?
I can't.
You're not going to die. You're going to be all right.
He'll marry again. He'll kill his next wife, too.
What did you say?
For the insurance. I know. I found out too late. I can't die. If I do, he'll do it again. He'll marry again.
Oh, please, don't think about it now.
She's dead.
Oh. Nick, she wasn't delirious. She knew what she was saying. Do you think her husband really killed her?
I don't know, Patsy. But I'm going to make it my business to find out.
In just a moment, we'll return to The Case of the Vanishing Weapon, today's adventure with Nick Carter. Yours, a thrilling new cleaning discovery. Yes, to give you faster, easier cleaning than any other cleanser, we've activated Seismotite in Old Dutch Cleanser. When there's a sink to clean, a touch of Old Dutch Cleanser works dazzling magic. Just see new sudsing Old Dutch Cleanser go to work. It dissolves grease on contact. Quickly, easily, its sudsing action sweeps away dirt and stains. Snowy white Old Dutch Cleanser cleans fast, safe, sure. Leaves no gritty sediment. Rinses away completely. Doesn't clog drains. Get 2 cans of Old Dutch Cleanser. 1 for the kitchen, 1 for the bathroom. Old Dutch Cleanser, the only cleanser made with activated Seismotite. Now, back to The Case of the Vanishing Weapon, today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new, wonderful Old Dutch Cleanser. It is a short time later. Nick and Patsy are talking with the chief of police of Elm City, the town the dead woman lived in.
Well, that's the story, Chief. I've given you her exact words.
Oh, I've known Kay Bolton since she was a little girl.
Well, do you know her husband, too?
Sure. He came here from out west someplace, I understand.
They've been married long?
Well, about a year, I guess.
I see.
Kay was a widow with a good farm, a little money in the bank. I guess Bolton knowed a good thing when he seen it, and he just swept her right off her feet.
What did her family think about it?
She don't have no family except a brother, and he was away at the time. You see, he builds bridges.
I see. Hey, Chief, did you notice that the windows in Mrs. Bolton's car were all shut up tight? A day like this, it must have been sweltering in there.
Yeah, it would be. Well, Kay had hay fever kind of bad. I heard her say many times she'd rather roast than sneeze her head off from the pollen in the air.
Yes, but that's no reason to have the heater on.
The heater?
Yeah. When I examined the wreck, I noticed that the heater was on full blast.
Nick, you said she was slumped over the wheel as though she were unconscious just before the collision.
Yeah?
Maybe she passed out from the heat.
Well, now, that don't make sense, Miss Bowen. If it was that bad, seems like even Kay'd stop and cool off. Hay fever, no.
I'd think she would. But suppose she were unconscious from carbon monoxide fumes or something.
Huh? You mean Bolton might have done something to the exhaust pipe so them fumes go inside?
Maybe.
But she wasn't unconscious when you got to her.
No. But the shock of the wreck could have snapped her out of it.
Well...
Look, Chief, suppose we don't say anything about our suspicions until after we talk to her husband.
Yeah. Here, and let him think he's put it over on us, huh? And I'll have the autopsy performed as soon as we get back to town.
Yeah, but you'll need the husband's permission, won't you? And he'll never give it if he's guilty.
You got something there, Miss Bowen.
Well, nevertheless, let's try it anyway. Maybe we can learn something from his reaction when we suggest that autopsy.
An autopsy, nothing doing. Kay suffered enough already.
Just a minute, Bolton. Kay was my sister as well as your wife. And if the chief thinks an autopsy would serve any useful purpose, I'm in favor of it.
But what useful purpose?
An autopsy would show whether there was anything in her system that would make her unconscious,
What
Mr. Bolton.
difference does it make? She's dead. Autopsy won't bring her back.
Did she have any insurance, Mr. Bolton?
Yes, we had a joint policy for $20,000 payable to the survivor.
And this farm, who gets that?
Well, I don't know. We never discussed it.
Well, you get it, Bolton.
Huh?
Kay wrote me she'd made a new will after she married you, leaving you everything.
I didn't know. Well, there won't be any autopsy, and that's final.
As Kay's brother, I have something to say about that. And if there's any suspicion that her death wasn't accidental... Do you have any reason to think that, Mr. McEwen? Well, why else would you want an autopsy? And why would you want to know who benefits by her death? If there's any doubt, I want it cleared up. And you should, too, Bolton.
Well, I do, Mac, of course, but...
Well, then just sign this paper giving your consent.
Well, very well. Give it here.
There you are.
Mr. Bolton, I don't like to butt in, but I can't find the housekeeper.
She went to her room, Sam. She's all upset.
Oh. Well, Mr. Mack, that 5 gallons of ice cream Mr. Bolton got for the party tomorrow, she didn't put in the deep freeze, and it's all melted. I was wondering...
Throw it out. Do anything you want with it. Only get out of here and go back to your work.
Oh, yes, sir.
Who's that, Chief?
That's Sam Webb, the hired hand.
What you doing here, Chief? Ain't nothing wrong, is there?
Yes, Sam. It's Mrs. Bolton. She's dead.
No. Wrecked the car, did she?
What makes you think that?
Huh? Why, just the first thing that popped into my head, I guess. Besides, I thought she wasn't in no condition to drive when she come out to the barn and drove off.
What? You mean she was ill?
Oh, no, ma'am. She was mad. Blazing mad, if you ask me. Folks can't keep their mind on their driving when they're like that.
What were you doing in the barn? I thought I told you to mend that fence at the bottom of the west pasture.
Well, I finished up early, Mr. Bolton. So I thought I'd clean out the stalls and do some repairing. I was there when you come in.
Sam, did Mrs. Bolton tell you what she was angry about?
No, sir, but she was good and mad.
Oh, it wasn't anything, Mr. Carter. Bolton was late getting back with the car, and Kay had an appointment in Elm City. She was mad because she was going to be late.
I couldn't help being late. I was delayed.
Was there a quarrel, Mr. Bolton?
Of course not. Kay was always flying off the handle, but it didn't mean anything. I sent Mac out to the car for the rest of the supplies I'd brought back while I tried to talk her out of it, but I couldn't.
I see. Well, thanks for giving your consent to the autopsy, Mr. Bolton. May I answer some very important questions? Oh, good morning.
Hello, Carter. Miss Bowen.
Hello.
Oh, gosh, what a night. I was down at the blame garage till 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh, did the mechanic find anything suspicious?
Well, the car was smashed up pretty bad, but he swears the wreck didn't affect nothing that could have caused the accident.
Did he check the steering gear, the brakes?
Yeah, and the muffler, too. Nothing had been tampered with.
And the autopsy showed absolutely no trace of carbon monoxide in her lungs or blood. No other poisonous gas, for that matter.
And she wasn't drugged either.
I guess we was wrong about Bolton doing it. Maybe she did fall asleep at the wheel.
No, I doubt that, Chief. Anyone who was as upset and angry as Sam said Mrs. Bolton was just wouldn't doze off.
Are you still trying to make out it was more than an accident, are you?
Oh, we're sure it was.
Well, now, if Bolton caused that wreck without tampering with the car and without drugging her in any way, he's committed a perfect crime. A murder without a single clue.
I wouldn't say that, Chief. Every unexplained fact is a clue. And there's several in this case.
Such as what?
Well, why was Sam so sure she'd been killed in an auto wreck? Why should her dying words have been about murder for insurance? And why was she driving with the heater turned on?
Okay, if you're looking for unexplained facts, what about the ice cream?
Well, what about it?
Well, now, Bolton brought that back from town at 4 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
And when we was there at 7:30, it was all melted, according to Sam.
Oh, well, that's only natural. The housekeeper forgot to put it in the deep freeze.
Miss Bowen, we get them 5-gallon containers of ice cream for picnics and such. We get 'em early in the morning. And they're still as hard as a rock when we eat supper.
By George, that's it.
Huh?
Huh? Well, what's what?
That's what killed Mrs. Bolton. The weapon that vanished into thin air.
Vanished?
Literally and completely, without leaving a trace.
What? Then there's no way of proving it, is there?
Not unless we can get a confession. And anybody smart enough to think of a scheme like that won't be easily bluffed.
Now, look, Carter, where would you get a weapon that would vanish that way?
At your local creamery, just as Bolton did.
Oh, Nick, you're not saying that Mrs. Bolton was murdered with 5 gallons of ice cream?
No? If it wasn't for that ice cream, she'd be alive right now.
Oh, Nick.
Come on, let's drive out to the farm. Now I've got something to work on.
I know, Carter. I carried that container of ice cream into the house from the car without opening it.
But Bolton...
Yes, McEwen, were you going to say something?
Well, only that when I went through the kitchen to get the other things out of the car, I noticed that the seal on the container was broken.
Well, I didn't break it. Perhaps the housekeeper...
No, Mr. Bolton. I asked her. She was upstairs at the time.
Well, what's the ice cream got to do with it anyway, Mr. Carter? Plenty, McEwen. Those 5-gallon containers are in 2 sections. One for the ice cream itself, and one that holds dry ice to keep it from melting.
Well, so what?
Did you ever notice how drowsy you get in the crowded room where the air is stale?
Well, sure. That's because the oxygen in the air has been used up.
And replaced with carbon dioxide, which people have exhaled. That's what happens when we breathe.
Well, come to the point, Carter.
All right, I will. When I examined your car just after the wreck, Mr. Bolton, I found a few small pieces of dry ice in the heater. Dry ice is nothing but carbon dioxide in a solid form. In the heater of your wife's car, it melted, fast, and flooded the car with carbon dioxide.
And with all the windows closed, it must have been 10 times as bad as the most crowded, stuffy room you ever saw.
And that's why she went to sleep at the wheel.
That's fantastic. You think somebody took the dry ice out of that ice cream container and put it in the heater of the car
To make her wreck the car and kill herself. Yeah, Mr. Bolton, that's exactly what we think.
Then it must have been Mac.
Why, that's a lie.
You went through the kitchen when I left the ice cream and then went out to the car for the rest of the things. You must have opened the package and...
Are you accusing me of murdering my own sister?
It had to be you. Nobody else could have done it.
No? Well, who got her to take out that insurance policy?
Huh?
Who inherits this farm and everything else she owns?
That doesn't mean...
I don't get anything out of her death, and I don't want to. But you get
Now,
plenty.
calm down,
I'll bet...
Mac, calm down.
She was all I had. And he killed her. He killed her.
I did not. You did it yourself. And now you're trying
All
to...
right, hold it. I know how we can find out who put that dry ice in the heater.
How?
Ask Sam, your hired man.
Sam?
What would he know about it?
He was in the barn from the time you drove in with the ice cream, Mr. Bolton, until your wife left about 10 minutes later. Dry ice melts fast, very fast. To be effective, it'd have to be put in sometime during that 10 minutes.
Sure. You're right, Mr. Carter. Sam must have seen him putting that stuff in the heater. That's why he figured Kay was killed in a wreck.
Yeah, maybe he didn't think nothing of it at the time, but afterwards he realized what he saw. And then maybe he figured he could get paid for not talking.
Well, he'll talk now. He'll talk or I'll break him in two.
All right, no, McEwen. You and Bolton will stay here with the chief. Patsy and I'll go talk with Sam. And after we do, Chief, I think you'll have a new boarder at the county jail.
Nick, you didn't really find any dry ice in the heater of that car, did you?
Why, of course not, Patsy. I told you I'd have to bluff.
Yeah, but if Sam did see something, it won't be a bluff any longer.
Oh, yes, it will. He may have seen something, but he couldn't tell what was actually going on inside the car from back in the stalls where he was working.
No, I guess not.
Or maybe we can use Sam's testimony to frighten the killer into giving himself away. Oh, here, this must be Sam's shack.
Uh-huh. He must be here. We know he's nowhere else on the farm.
Yeah. Let's see if the door's locked. No, it isn't. Come on in.
Right. Oh, Nick, look. They're on the floor.
Oh, that's Sam.
Nick, he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah. Shot through the head. Probably sometime last night. Look around the floor. See if you can find an empty cartridge.
Right.
If he was killed with an automatic, there's a chance the empty shell's on the floor somewhere.
Well, if it is, I'll find it.
Here. Here's something.
What is it?
Somebody knelt down beside the body. There's a perfect knee print and a smear of blood. You can even see the weave of the material the trousers were made of. Some sort of coarse tweed.
Nick, I found it.
The cartridge shell?
Yes, it was under the table. Here.
Huh. Now we can really get down to business.
Yes, this time we've got a weapon that can't vanish into thin air.
An empty cartridge case, the first bit of concrete evidence the wife killer has left in a series of 5 murders. But Nick still faces the problem of proving his guilt. We'll see what happens in just a moment. an important announcement. Coming next week on Nick Carter, Old Dutch Cleanser's big new contest. Listen so you can get an early start in this easy, fascinating contest that pays off with loads of valuable prizes. And remember, we've activated Seismotite in Old Dutch Cleanser. Its amazing sudsing action sweeps away dirt and stains, cuts grease on contact, cleans fast, safe, sure, leaves no gritty sediment, rinses away completely, saves you time and work, helps you keep your house at its shining best. New sudsing Old Dutch Cleanser is at your grocer's now in the same familiar package. Get 2 cans tomorrow. One for the kitchen, one for the bathroom. Old Dutch Cleanser, the only cleanser made with activated Seismotite. Now, back to The Case of the Vanishing Weapon. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by Old Dutch Cleanser. At the farmhouse, Nick and the chief are trying to find the automatic with which Sam Webb, the Bolton's hired hand, was killed. Mac has admitted owning such a gun, and they've gone to his room to get it.
There you are, Mr. Carter. But I swear I haven't touched that gun since I came back 2 weeks ago.
Did Bolton know where you kept it, Mac?
Well, I don't know, Chief, but it wouldn't have been hard to find.
I didn't even know he had a gun.
Oh, this is a 38. Sam was killed with a 32.
A 32? Then Bolton must have used Kay's gun.
What are you talking about? Kay didn't own a gun.
Why, you're a liar. She had a 32 automatic for years, kept at her bedside table, and you know it.
That's not true. You can come and look for yourself, Chief. Our room is right across the hall. But you won't find any gun there.
No, don't expect to, not now.
Oh, here's your gun, McEwen.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Carter. But Kay did have a gun. Charlie must have seen it hundreds of times.
Don't worry. We'll get at the truth.
There, look for yourself. Do you see a gun in that drawer? Kay wouldn't have a gun in the house.
All right, let's forget about that for a minute. Who owns a tweed suit?
A tweed suit, Mr. Carter? Why?
We found evidence proving that Sam's killer was wearing a suit of coarse tweed at the time of the murder. You have one?
Why, no.
Neither do I.
Well, you shouldn't have said that, Bolton. I've seen you wearing a tweed suit 100 times.
Well, I did have a tweed suit, but Kay gave it away last week. It was worn out.
Who'd she give it to?
I don't know. She didn't say.
Why, Bolton, I saw that suit hanging in your closet only yesterday. I'll bet it's there right now. What? Well, it's gone.
Naturally.
Of course it is. Any fool would know enough to get rid of a piece of evidence like that.
I tell you, I haven't had it for over a week.
Wait a minute. You went down in the cellar carrying a bundle this morning, Bolton.
That was the garbage.
Mrs. Lawrence always puts the garbage in a paper bag. The bundle you had was wrapped in newspaper.
It was not. It was a paper bag.
And then I heard the furnace door.
I always burn the garbage in the furnace. You know that.
Bolton, suppose we take a look in that furnace and see what else you was burning.
Here's another scrap of tweed that didn't burn.
That's part of your suit, ain't it, Bolton?
Yes, but I didn't put it there. Mac did it. He's framing me.
Oh, sure.
He is, I tell you. Everything you found could have been done by him, couldn't it? He could have put that dry ice in the car heater as well as me. He could have shot Sam and put that suit in the furnace.
And wore the suit to kill Sam, too, I guess. Why, you blame fool. Anybody can see that Mac couldn't get into your clothes to shoehorn. He's twice as big as you are.
And I never owned a tweed suit in my life.
Anyway, the knee print by Sam's body had exactly the same weave as this tweed that was burned in the furnace.
Now, wait a minute.
Did you find something else, Nick?
I'll say I did down among the ashes. Look.
That's it. That's Kay's gun.
I never saw that gun before in all my life.
Any fingerprints on it, Carter?
Afraid not, Chief. The whole outside is burned clean.
Yes, but a ballistics test will show if it's the gun that Sam was killed with. Won't it, Nick?
Without a doubt.
Even if it's the same gun, that doesn't prove anything.
Well, here's something that does, Bolton. A perfect set of fingerprints.
Prints? Well, I thought you said the gun was burned clean.
The outside was, yes. But there's a fine set here on the cartridge clip. I thought they might have been overlooked.
That's smart thinking, Carter.
Well, how come the cartridges didn't explode in the fire, Nick?
The clip's empty, Patsy.
Oh.
But the prints are nice and clear.
They're not my prints. I never saw that gun.
Yeah? Well, now, I'll just take that clip over to the county seat and let the fingerprint man there have a look at him.
Oh, if you don't mind, Chief, I'd rather take this to the fingerprint lab in the city.
Huh? What's the matter with Joe Parker over at the county seat?
Well, he may be perfectly all right, but... Well, look, let me have my own way, will you, please? I'll stay at the hotel in Elm City tonight, drive into the city tomorrow, and have a report you can depend on before tomorrow evening.
Okay, keep the blame clip. And you, Bolton, come on. I'm locking you up where you can't get out to commit no more murders.
Who's there? Who's in the room? Who is it?
Don't move, Mr. Carter. You're a fine target under that bed lamp.
McEwen. What are you doing here?
I came to get something that belongs to me. That clip with the fingerprints on it.
What? And those are your prints. Bolton was telling the truth. You killed Sam.
Sure I did. I couldn't let him tell about seeing me put that dry ice in the heater of Kay's car, could I? And he said he had been in the barn at the time. I had to get rid of him.
And all the evidence against Bolton. You planted it yourself.
Why not? Somebody had to be the patsy. And I could see you suspected him already. Nobody knew I had that .32. So I said it belonged to Kay. And who can prove that it didn't?
And you planted it in the furnace for us to find, together with a tweed suit.
Sure. That suit was the smartest part of the whole frame-up. Kay gave it to Sam. It was hanging right there in front of me when I shot him.
But you couldn't have worn it. It was too small for you.
No. But I could wrap it around my knee and then make a print in that blood stain, couldn't I? Didn't tell you I saw Bolton trying to burn it.
You thought of everything, didn't you?
Everything but that cartridge clip with my fingerprints on it. Where is it, Carter? Or do I put a bullet in your head?
All right, you win. It's in the left-hand top dresser drawer, wrapped in a handkerchief.
Yeah? Thanks for making it easy. First, we'll wipe these prints out. And then, Mr. Carter, I'm afraid I'll have to get rid of you.
And now, hold on, McEwen. You've destroyed the proof against you, and I let it go at that.
I can't let you talk about this little visit.
Look, McEwen, don't
Shut
do
up. I said I was going to get rid of you, and I am. So... As Mac points his gun at Nick's head and pulls the trigger, he stands only a few feet away, too close to miss. We'll see what happens in just a moment. Here's a wash day tip. Keep your washer sparkling clean inside and out with wonderful new Sudsing Old Dutch Cleanser. Yes, a touch of Old Dutch Cleanser cuts grease on contact, sweeps away dirt and stains almost like magic. You'll be amazed at the new sudsing action of Old Dutch Cleanser. Snowy white, leaves no gritty sediment, rinses away completely. It's been granted the Good Housekeeping seal. Yes, ladies, for faster, easier cleaning than you've dreamed possible, switch to new sudsing Old Dutch Cleanser, the only cleanser made with activated seismotite. And next week, Old Dutch Cleanser's wonderful new contest starts. Easy to enter, easy to win. It's loads of fun with loads of valuable prizes. Hear all about this sensational new contest and how you may win next week on Nick Carter. Now for the conclusion of The Case of the Vanishing Weapon. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new wonderful Old Dutch Cleanser. In Nick's hotel room, he faces a killer with a gun who says, I said I was going to get rid of you, and I am. So... Oh! You had a gun all the time, under the bedclothes.
Sorry, Mac. I tried to warn you.
Nick, are you all right?
I'm okay, Patsy. But our friend here has a bullet in his arm. Come on in.
The girl down a shorthand, Nick. The microphone picked up every word he said.
This was a trap?
You bet it was. See, I expected you to come for that cartridge clip.
If my gun hadn't jammed...
It didn't jam. I took all the bullets out of it when I examined it out at the farmhouse today. But I couldn't be sure you hadn't discovered that and reloaded it, so I had to shoot first.
What's the matter there? Who fired that gun? What's going on?
Everything's under control. Call the chief of police, will you?
Sure, Mr. Carter, sure. I'll get him here in 2 shakes.
Where's your proof, Carter? My fingerprints aren't on the cartridge clip anymore.
Your confession before 2 witnesses is proof enough, McEwen. And as for those fingerprints, I was bluffing you.
Why, you
So far as I know, there weren't any prints on that clip.
Nick, how did you know Wayne McEwen killed his sister and Sam Webb?
Well, I was pretty sure of it from the moment we found out how McEwen's sister was killed.
Done that.
Mm-hmm. Furthermore, every bit of evidence we had against Bolton came directly from McEwen.
Chief, did you find out why he killed his sister?
Yeah, he told us all about it at the jailhouse. Seems his bridge building business ain't been so good these last few years, so McEwen drummed up a sideline of getting married and then killing off his wives for their insurance.
Oh, then he was the one Mrs. Bolton was talking about just before she died.
Right, Patsy.
Yeah, but how'd you ever find out about this?
McEwen says she was cleaning up his room the day before she was killed, and she came across some of his private papers that he'd forgotten to put away.
Uh-huh.
She didn't know he'd been married at all, so when she found a marriage certificate, she got curious.
Oh.
And what she found in the rest of the stuff gave her a pretty good idea of what'd been going on.
Then that night she accused him of killing the 2 girls, and he admitted it. When he asked her what she was going to do about it, she said she hadn't made up her mind.
Well, if I'd been in her place, I'd have turned him over to the police.
Oh, she wanted to, Miss Bowen, but he was her only brother, and she couldn't quite make up her mind to do it.
But Mac didn't dare to take any chances, so he killed her.
Yeah, he was pretty clever about it, too. He almost got away with it.
Yeah, but when he killed Sam, he outsmarted himself.
Well, you know the old saying, Nick. Give a killer enough rope and he'll hang himself.
So he will, Patsy. So he will. Every time.
Well, Nick, that's the last of them.
Okay, Patsy, that's all for now. You better go home and change. Remember, we're meeting Bill and his wife at 7:30 for dinner.
Well, how about after dinner? I want to know how to dress.
Well, Bill said something about taking in an amusement park and ending up with a boat ride on the river in the moonlight.
Oh, hold on. Take it easy, Carter.
Hey, for heaven's sake, Patsy.
Amusement park, boat rides, redheads, penicillin.
Okay, I get it.
I don't want to end up at the bottom of the river just because the ticket seller was a beautiful redhead who posed as a model.
Hey, hold on, Patsy. Let's tell about that adventure next week. We'll call it The Case of the Purloined Penicillin.
Ladies, have you discovered Delrich margarine? Delicious, rich Delrich makes friends at first taste. Full-flavored, it's the perfect spread for bread, rolls, toast. Try Delrich in your cooking and baking, too. Mighty good, mighty economical. Only Delrich gives you the original easy color pack, the easy, modern way to color margarine. And, where state laws permit, ask for Delrich in golden yellow quarters. Delrich, America's new favorite. Del for delicious, rich for rich, full flavor. Get Delrich margarine tomorrow, for Delrich makes friends at first taste. Nick Carter, Master Detective, is presented each week at this same time by the Cudahy Packing Company. It is produced and directed by Jock McGregor and is copyrighted by Street and Smith Publications, Incorporated. Lon Clark is starred as Nick, and Charlotte Manson is featured as Patsy. Today's script was written by Jim Parsons, with original music played by Henry Silverne. This program is fictional, and any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. This is Michael Fitzmaurice saying, when minutes count, use new, wonderful Old Dutch Cleanser. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
New post-war Old Dutch Cleanser, famous for chasing dirt, presents Nick Carter, famous for chasing crime. Every week at this time, 2 great names are joined as new post-war Old Dutch Cleanser brings you one of the most resourceful and daring characters in all detective fiction, Nick Carter, Master Detective.
Nick, someone's coming down here in the basement.
So I hear.
Oh, Nick, I'm scared.
Take it easy.
Have you got your gun?
I'm all set.
Nick, is it...
I'm not positive, Betsy. But if my hunch is right, it's the murderer we've been looking for.
Now for the case of the Hermit Thrush. Today's exciting adventure starring Lon Clark as Nick Carter, brought to you by a new post-war Old Dutch Cleanser. Our story begins outside an imposing edifice, which 70 years ago was considered beautiful and luxurious. Today, with its boarded windows and air of decay, it is ugly and ominous. A tall, distinguished-looking man stands on the dark porch of the mansion, banging away with the heavy bronze knocker.
Mr. Kavanaugh! Miss Drew, open the door! Mr. Kavanaugh, do you hear me?
Hey, you!
What?
What's going on up there?
Oh, policeman, good.
Don't you know it's the middle of the night? People are trying to sleep, and here you are.
Officer,
banging
you've
away.
got to help me get into this house.
Are you crazy?
That's Mr. Otis Kavanaugh's house. Nobody goes in there.
But, officer,
Mr. Kavanaugh locked himself up in there 15 years ago, and he's never come out.
I know that.
And what's more, he don't let nobody in. Nobody except his housekeeper and his lawyer.
But I'm Otis Kavanaugh's lawyer, Leonard Kelsey.
What? You say you're his lawyer?
Yes, and I've got to get inside this house, even if I have to break in.
Well, you're not breaking in, mister. Not as long as I've got anything to say about it.
But I'm afraid Mr. Kavanaugh has met with foul play of some kind.
Well, what makes you think that?
I phoned here half an hour ago, officer. Eleanor Drew, that's Mr. Kavanaugh's housekeeper, answered the phone.
So what?
She was very excited. She said that she and Mr. Kavanaugh had been quarreling, and she refused to let me speak to him.
Huh?
Then, when I called back a few minutes later, no one answered the phone.
Well, that is funny, seeing as how Mr. Kavanaugh never goes out of the house.
Officer, please. Miss Drew is a woman of violent temper. She hates Mr. Kavanaugh, even though she continues to work for him. We've got to get in there, I tell you. She may have killed him.
Did you try the door?
Of course not. It's always kept locked. Officer, I am...
Wait. The door ain't locked now.
What?
Hey, maybe something funny is going on in here. Come on, let's have a look.
Here, let me find the light. Here it is. Now we can...
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Holy smoke.
It's Miss Drew.
And it looks like you've been worrying about the wrong party. It's the housekeeper that's met with foul play, Mr. Kelsey. She's been murdered.
Well, Mr. Kelsey, from what you tell me, the identity of the murderer is quite clear.
His identity, yes, but not his whereabouts.
In other words, all you want Nick to do is to find Otis Kavanaugh. Is that it, Mr. Kelsey?
Precisely, Miss Bowles.
The police are quite capable when it comes to locating missing persons, Kelsey.
Especially in a case like this. There can't be many places where Otis Kavanaugh can hide.
Why'd you say that, Miss Bowles?
Well, after all, he's been cut off from everybody for the last 15 years. I remember hearing about him when I was a kid.
Yeah, he locked himself up in that old place because of a broken heart, didn't he?
Yes, Mr. Kavanaugh was jilted by the young woman he intended to marry. He's been a recluse ever since.
Oh, wasn't he also just beginning a career as a singer? I know the tabloids always refer to him as the Hermit Thrush.
That's right. He was on the concert stage, billed as a high society tenor.
Yes, that's right.
And now he's wanted for murder. Gee, what a wasted career.
Yes, but Mr. Carter, I think it's tremendously important that Otis be found quickly.
You do? Why?
Frankly, to prevent more murders. I don't believe Otis Kavanaugh is sane.
No?
No man who locks himself in a gloomy mansion and refuses to come out can be in full possession of his faculties. And I'm very much afraid that Otis' derangement has become permanent and violent.
Well, and there's real danger if he isn't caught.
That's exactly my point, Mr.
Oh.
What do you say, Mr. Carter?
Very well, Mr. Kelsey. I'll do my level best to find him. And I hope it won't be too late.
So that's the Kavanaugh mansion.
How long has this house been boarded up this way, Kelsey?
Why, ever since Otis went into seclusion.
And you and Miss Drew were the only ones that saw him in all those 15 years, huh?
The only ones, yes.
Oh, there's Sergeant Matheson, Nick.
Oh, hi, Matty.
Well, I'll be... What are you doing here?
Why, Mr. Kelsey here hired me to lend a hand in the Drew killing. Any objections?
A lot of good it'd do me to object. Okay, come on in.
Thanks, Matty, for the cordial invitation.
Oh, this is really a dirty old place, isn't it?
Yeah, this Drew dame may have called herself a housekeeper, but, brother, she never kept house.
She was Otis' private secretary, his cook, and his nurse as well. And how she hated him.
Huh?
She hated him, yet she continued to work for him? It's rather odd.
Well, although Otis was a recluse, she wasn't a miser, Mr. Carter. He paid her very well.
I see. What was about him, Matty?
In the next room, Nick. Come on, I'll show you.
You sent out an alarm for Kavanaugh?
Yeah, we got every man on the force on the lookout for him.
Any chance that he's hiding somewhere in the house?
We searched every inch of the joint from top to bottom. He's not in here. Well, here she is.
Oh. Got it right through the heart, didn't she?
Yeah.
How horrible.
Matty.
Yeah, Nick.
You have any reason to believe it wasn't Kavanaugh who killed her?
Nick, there's only one way it adds up. Now, look. Kavanaugh don't budge out of the house for 15 years, and then when he does blow, he leaves a body behind. To me, it's open and shut.
Well, that sounds reasonable, Nick. Especially since Mr. Kelsey spoke to Miss Drew just a few moments before she died, and she and Kavanaugh were having a quarrel.
You know what they were quarreling about, Kelsey?
No, she didn't say.
Oh. Hey, why'd you call Kavanaugh?
Oh, it was about his monthly annuity check.
His annuity check?
Yes. Mr. Kavanaugh's father left his money tied up in trust, and Otis received an annuity.
Well, why call so late at night?
Time meant nothing to Miss Cavanaugh, and I'd been working late at my office, so I phoned to see whether he'd mind if I stopped by with this check. Save me a trip tomorrow morning.
Well, couldn't you have mailed it?
Oh, no. Miss Cavanaugh always insisted that I deliver it to him in person.
Uh-huh. Matty, did you find the murder weapon?
No, not a sign of it, Nick.
What about fingerprints?
Boys are working on them. We'll have a report by morning.
Good. Well, looks as if the only question is where Cavanaugh could be hiding.
Well, I might make one guess. We found this in Miss Drew's pocketbook.
Why, it's a telegram.
Now, let's see. It's addressed to Otis Cavanaugh.
Yeah.
Says, arriving steamship Montevideo Monday.
Monday? Well, that's today.
We'll go straight to Granger's tourist camp on Highway 47. Must see you. Signed, Oliver.
Oliver?
Who's Oliver, Kelsey?
Why, I don't know, Mr. Carter. I never heard Mr. Cavanaugh mention anyone by that name.
Well, whoever he is, what made him think Cavanaugh would leave the house even to meet him somewhere?
I don't know, Matty. But there's one place where we might get the answer.
Sure. Granger's tourist camp.
Right. Come on, let's go. Come on, Matty. Step on it.
Look, Nick, I got her up to 60 now. I want to get there in one piece.
Okay. But if you hadn't been so bullheaded about phoning headquarters before we left the Cavanaugh place,
Nick, how many times do I have to tell you? I ain't one of you private eyes. When I start going places, I got to let people know.
Well, I suppose you're right, Matty.
Nick, what do you expect to find when you do get to this camp?
Otis Cavanaugh, I hope.
Maybe we should have brought Kelsey along to identify him, huh?
If you don't mind, I'd rather work without Kelsey around.
Why? You think he's mixed up in this?
I didn't say that.
Ah, Nick, the whole deal's as plain as the nose on my face. Cavanaugh and the dame had a fight. Cavanaugh plugged her and then beat it. And that's that.
Maybe, Matty. Maybe. But then again...
Matty, look out!
Huh?
Those headlights coming out from that side road.
Hold on, Matty. It's cutting right out in front of us.
Yeah, that's darn...
Oh, Nick, he's shooting at us.
Watch it, you two!
With the tire shot out from under him, Matty tries to control the careening automobile. But it's too late, and with Nick and Patsy huddled together in the back seat, the speeding car plunges into the ditch at the side of the road. We'll see what happens next in just a minute. And now back to the case of the Hermit Thrush. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch Cleanser. As we pick up our story, Nick, Patsy, and Sergeant Matheson are just recovering from the shock of having their car skid off the road at high speed.
Patsy. Patsy, are you all right?
I think so, Nick.
Well, I ain't all right. Look at this bump on my head.
Oh, golly. Well, thank heaven whoever was shooting at us wasn't a better shot.
I don't think those shots were meant to kill us.
Huh?
They were supposed to delay our arrival at Granger's camp.
Well, they certainly succeeded. We'll have to wait until morning to get out of this ditch.
We can't wait until morning. I don't want to take a chance at having a homicidal maniac like Cavanaugh running around loose.
Well, maybe we can hitch a ride out to Granger's.
That's just what we're going to do, Matty. If necessary, we'll commandeer a ride. Come on. Are you the proprietor of this tourist camp?
Yes, that's right. I'm Robert Granger.
Well, my name's Nick Carter. This is Sergeant Matheson of the Homicide Squad.
Yeah, we're looking for a man who may have checked in here sometime yesterday.
What was your fellow's name?
Oliver.
Was that his last name?
I don't know. You have a register?
Yep, sure. Here's a book. Here, folks that came in yesterday.
See anything, Nick?
Yes, Niles. Oliver Niles. And that's the only Oliver here.
Where is he, Nick?
In, cabin 26.
26 is straight on back. Last one to your left.
Thanks, Granger. Okay, we shall see what we shall see. Mr. Niles. Mr. Niles.
No soap, Nick. Nobody in there.
There ought to be. The lights are on.
Well, how about looking in the window?
I guess we better.
Nick, you don't think we're too late, do you?
I hope not.
We can see in through this window, Nick.
Uh-huh. Have you seen anything?
Oh, Nick.
Holy smoke. There's a guy laying on the floor. And would you look at his face?
Well, that answers your question, Patsy. We are too late. That man's dead. And you say you're not sure whether this man is Oliver Niles, Ranger.
No, I ain't, Mr. Carter. You sure can't tell much from his face.
Not after somebody shot him point blank with a shotgun.
Oh, it's awful.
Hasn't been dead more than an hour, Nick.
Only there was some sort of identification on him. Take a look around, will you, Patsy? Go through everything. See what you can find.
Okay, Nick, I'll look.
I don't get it, Nick. We already know who he is.
Do we?
Why, he was Oliver Niles, of course. It's perfectly clear what happened.
Yeah? What?
Sure. Kavanaugh found out where we were heading and beat us to the punch. Took a couple of pot shots at us on the road and came out here and knocked off Niles.
But why, Matty? Why? What's he up to?
I don't know. He probably don't know that himself. Didn't you yourself call him a homicidal maniac?
Nick?
Yes, what is it, Patsy?
Nick, look. He was in his bed, under his pillow.
Uh-oh. A watch.
Let me see. Well.
Something engraved on it, Nick?
Yes. From MV to OC. Christmas, 1932.
OC? Why, that stands for Otis Kavanaugh.
What?
Well, Matty, what's this do to your neat little theory?
Oh, brother, it knocks it into a cocked hat. Nick, this guy ain't Oliver Niles at all. It's Otis Kavanaugh. Oh, boy, we finally caught up with him.
Nick Carter's office, Patsy Bowen speaking.
Miss Bowen, this is Leonard Kelsey. I've just come from the morgue.
Oh, yes, Mr. Kelsey.
Will you tell Mr. Carter that there's no doubt in my mind whatsoever about the man's identity? It is Otis Kavanaugh.
I see. Well, thanks, Mr. Kelsey. I'll tell him.
Thank you.
Well, Nick, it looks as though you're out of a job.
Kelsey identified him, huh?
Uh-huh. And since we were hired just to find Kavanaugh, it looks as though we're about to be fired.
Patsy, I don't like it. Don't like it one little bit.
What do you mean?
Doesn't add up.
There's something wrong someplace.
I don't see what's wrong.
No? Tell me again what happened, Patsy. Start from scratch, and I think you will see.
Well, Kavanaugh had a quarrel with Eleanor Drew and killed her.
Yeah, go on.
And he lit out for the tourist camp, planning to lie low there. When he found out we were heading for the same place, he tried to stop us.
But how did he find out where we were going?
What? Gee, I don't know.
And why didn't he kill us when he had the chance?
Well...
And why did Niles shoot Kavanaugh in the face with a shotgun? Do killers usually do that?
No, of course not.
No,
but...
no. Now, Patsy, there are too many holes. Too many murders and attempted murders for no apparent reason. There's something missing. I want to find out that
Wait
something...
a minute. Nick Carter's office, Patsy Bowen speaking.
It's me, Patsy. Let me talk to Nick.
Oh, just a second. Here, Nick, it's Sergeant Matheson.
Oh, thanks. Hi, Matty.
I suppose you know Leonard Kelsey identified the body, Nick.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I just thought I'd check with you before I gave the story to the papers.
Hey, Matty, what about the fingerprints?
Fingerprints?
Yes, you have a report on the ones your boys found in the Kavanaugh house?
Oh, those? Yeah.
Any of them jibe with the dead man?
No, they don't, Nick.
None of them?
No. I don't see why you're getting so hot and bothered about that. After all, the body's been identified by the man who knew Kavanaugh best.
Look, Matty.
And what's what? Huh?
How could Kavanaugh live in that place for 15 years and not leave a single fingerprint?
Hey, you got something there.
I think I have. And I don't think we've found Otis Kavanaugh.
See, Nick, this Kavanaugh mansion is even spookier in the daytime than it is at night.
Well, don't worry. We're only going to be here long enough to take a look through Kavanaugh's private papers.
To see if we can find out who is Oliver Niles, maybe?
Maybe. Here. This looks as though it might have been a study. In here. See? What's the matter?
That window there, that crack in the shutter. Oh, Nick, I could have sworn there was a man's eyes looking in at us.
Well, there's no one there now.
Yeah. Well, maybe this creepy old house is making me see things. Forget it.
Okay. All right, let's have a look in this file cabinet.
Oh, my goodness, Nick, millions of papers. It'll take us forever to go through all those.
They're all old, too, turning yellow and gray.
Yeah. Oh, here's a scrapbook, Nick.
Oh? Well, let me look at it.
Those are reviews. The critics' comments on Kavanaugh's debut as a concert singer.
Uh-huh. And back here are some society columns.
Huh?
Oh, here's a picture of the whole family on a yacht.
I wonder which one's Otis.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Reading from left to right. Mrs. Roger Hobart, Mr. Roger Hobart, Mr. and Mrs. James Niles.
Niles?
Yes, and their two sons, Mr. Oliver Niles and Mr. Otis Cavanaugh.
Hey, they're two sons? What does that mean?
That's what it says. Mr. and Mrs. James Niles and their two sons, Mr. Oliver Niles and Mr. Otis Cavanaugh.
Then Oliver Niles and Otis Cavanaugh were half-brothers.
Right. Otis Cavanaugh's mother must have been married twice, the second time to a man named James Niles.
Of course, Nick. Look at that picture. Otis and his half-brother look very much alike.
They certainly do.
Good heavens, Nick. This means that the man we found at the tourist camp could have been Oliver Niles.
Yes, could have been that.
It also explains how Kelsey could have been mistaken.
Patsy, it may explain a lot of things.
Oh, Nick, we've got to find Otis Cavanaugh. If we don't...
Just the telephone.
Oh, but who could be calling up here?
I don't know. Well, I'm going to find out. I wonder where that phone is.
It's over there, in the alcove under the stairs.
Oh, yes, I see it. I'll get it. Hello?
I warn you to give up your investigation, Carter.
Who is this?
If you don't, you'll meet the same fate my housekeeper met.
Your housekeeper?
Yes, mine. This is Otis Cavanaugh.
Hello? Hello? He's hung up.
Oh, Nick.
And you heard what he said?
Yes. Cavanaugh must have seen us come in. That must have been his face I saw at the window. Then he went somewhere nearby.
Wait.
What?
Let me think. Yes. Of course.
What is it?
Come on. We've got to hurry.
Where are we going?
To try to find Otis Cavanaugh. I think I know where he is.
Are you crazy? Otis Cavanaugh couldn't be down here in the cellar. You just talked to him on the phone.
That wasn't Cavanaugh.
That was... How do you know it wasn't?
Patsy, don't you remember how Otis Cavanaugh was billed as a concert singer?
Yes, as a high society tenor.
Well, is it likely that a man who had sung tenor could speak in a deep bass voice like the one we heard on the phone?
Of course not. But that still doesn't prove that Cavanaugh's down here.
Well, maybe it doesn't prove it, Patsy, but we're going to keep on looking. I have a feeling that we're going...
Wait. What's that?
The door. The head of the cellar stairs.
Someone's coming down.
Yeah.
The gun's there.
Take it easy.
Have you got your gun?
I'm all set.
Nick?
I'm not positive, Patsy. If my hunch is right, it's the murderer we've been looking for.
Nick and Patsy wait tensely in the basement of the old Cavanaugh mansion while someone descends the cellar stairs. Whether or not it's the killer and who he is, we'll find out in just a minute. Now for the conclusion of the case of the Hermit Thrush. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch Cleanser. Huddled closely together in the basement of the old Cavanaugh mansion, Nick and Patsy wait as someone slowly descends the stairs.
There he comes, Nick. Aren't you going to let him know we're here?
I think he already knows it.
Hello there.
What? Why, it's not Otis Cavanaugh at all, Nick. It's Mr. Kelsey.
Yes. Come on in, Kelsey.
Oh, Mr. Carter. And Miss Bowen, too. What in the world are you doing down here?
We've been looking for Otis Cavanaugh.
In the cellar? I'm afraid you'll never find him here.
You're mistaken, Kelsey.
You mean you found his grave?
So he is buried down here.
Yes.
Nick, look out. He's got a gun.
My hunch was right, Kelsey? You and Eleanor Drew buried Cavanaugh down here 15 years ago.
Knowing that won't do you any good now, Carter.
Nick, please, he's got us covered.
And I'm going to kill you both. I can't afford to have my secret known.
Is that why you killed Miss Drew and Oliver Niles?
You figure everything out, don't you? All right, I did kill them. Doesn't matter that you two know now, because neither one of you will live to testify against me.
I'm not so sure of that, Kelsey. Okay, Sergeant Matheson, you can come out now. Here's your killer.
Sergeant Matheson? Okay, Kelsey, go! Go!
Patsy, get his gun.
Okay, Nick. Gosh, he's out cold.
Oh, that's the same. Pick it up.
Oh, gee. He sure fell for an old gag looking around when you called Sergeant Matheson, who isn't within 5 miles of this place.
Oh, they do it nearly every time. Now, Our next job is to get our murderous little friend here down to headquarters and have him booked for murder.
Well, Nick, you were right. I got a complete confession from Leonard Kelsey.
Good.
Just as you figured, Nick, the whole story was a phony. Otis Cavanaugh never locked himself up in that house 15 years ago. He died 15 years ago.
He did?
Yeah.
How?
Apparently, it was a natural death, Patsy. But Kelsey, who was the executor of the Cavanaugh estate, saw a chance to keep on collecting Cavanaugh's large monthly annuity.
That's right.
But where did Eleanor Drew come in?
Well, Kelsey apparently needed her help. First, to bury Cavanaugh in the cellar after he died, and second, to maintain the fiction that Otis was alive all those years.
Well, I still don't see why he killed Eleanor Drew.
All right, I'll get back to that in just a minute. You see, Oliver Niles had been living in South America for 20 years.
Yeah.
So he, like everybody else, thought Cavanaugh was alive. But then when he returned to this country, Kelsey's game was threatened. He had to kill Niles.
But the Drew dame wouldn't go for that.
That's right. She probably figured that fraud was one thing, murder another.
So they quarreled, and Kelsey killed her.
And he saw a perfect out for himself by claiming Cavanaugh killed her.
All he had to do was murder Niles and identify Niles' body as Cavanaugh.
Sure, that way the case would be closed, he thought. The reason he came to me was to be sure Niles' body would be found.
Yeah, but that telegram in the Drew woman's purse, didn't he know that would be found?
Yeah, that's where he slipped up.
Yeah, he probably thought she destroyed it.
Yeah, and Kelsey was the only one who could have known we were headed for the tourist camp, wasn't he?
That's right. And then there was that watch. It was the only identification in the cabin.
Sure, Kelsey planted it there.
And that's what made me ask myself why somebody wanted me to think that Otis Cavanaugh was dead.
But what about that phone call, Nick? Why did Kelsey call you?
Because if he succeeded in killing me, he wanted you to testify that I'd been threatened by Cavanaugh.
Oh. Nick, I'll never forgive you for one thing.
Why, what's that, Patsy?
For not telling me that Otis was dead, and for not pointing out his grave in the cellar.
I didn't find his grave.
And that was all a bluff?
Sure.
Well,
I thought I was right, but I didn't know. I had to get Kelsey to tip his hand. Of course, I'm sure Cavanaugh's grave is down there now.
Yeah, it is, Nick. We found it.
Ah, good for you, Matty. But, Patsy...
What, Nick?
Don't ever accuse me of holding out on you again. After all, you wouldn't be able to stand me if I were the kind of guy who knows everything all the time.
Carter, Master Detective, produced and directed by Jock McGregor, is copyrighted by Street and Smith Publications Incorporated. Charlotte Manson is featured as Patsy. Today's script was written by Ken Pettis and Lou Schofield. Original music is played by Henry Silverne. This program is fictional, and any resemblance to actual persons living or dead is purely coincidental. This is Bob Martin saying, when minutes count, use new post-war Old Dutch Cleanser. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
New post-war Old Dutch cleanser, famous for chasing dirt, presents Nick Carter, famous for chasing crime. Every week at this time, two great names are joined as new post-war Old Dutch cleanser brings you one of the most resourceful and daring characters in all detective fiction, Nick Carter, Master Detective.
Well, Nick, did you get that description of the Travis girl?
Yes, Patsy. A flashy type in her late 20s. Medium height, slender, snub nose, thin lips, perfect teeth.
Nick, then you were right. They are the same person. You found the answer.
Now, wait till you hear the rest. The Travis girl is a natural blonde.
A natural? But the nurse is a bleach blonde. Those curls are positively brassy.
Yes, and that means that the whole case is blown up in our faces.
Now, the case of the Unwanted Wife. Today's adventure starring Lon Clark as Nick Carter. Brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. Nick and Patsy are returning to the office after an uptown luncheon engagement when a traffic light halts Nick's car in front of the city's most exclusive hotel, the Van Arnhem.
That's the Van Arnhem where Mac McGowan works now, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah, Mac's been house detective there ever since he retired from the force.
Oh, what in the world? Nick, look, she's coming this way.
Who, Patsy?
That woman in the blue coat. She just ran out of the hotel as if someone were chasing her.
Say, somebody is chasing her.
You're right. It's a man and a nurse, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks that way.
But they're coming right toward us. Oh, please drive on and hurry.
Now, wait a minute. Now, what's the idea?
that blue sedan, Mary. Head off on the other side.
Oh, don't let them take me back. Hurry before the door's back there, quick. Yes.
Hey, Patsy, what in the name of heaven are you doing?
You're not going to let them get her until you find out what's going on, are you?
Laura, open that door.
I won't. I'll die before I'll let you take me back. You, driver, unlock that car door.
Just a minute. What's this all about?
That lady's my wife.
She's ill. She's out of her mind. That's a lie.
Come on, open the door.
Don't you do it, Nick. You keep out of this, you nosy little cluck.
Look, driver, you open that door, or I'll knock a couple of your teeth out.
I think I'd like to see you try that.
Mr. Barton, call the police. Yes, do. I'll tell them how you and my husband are trying to put me in an asylum so that you can get my money.
Shut your mouth, Laura. You don't know what you're saying.
Hey, what's going on here? Oh, Mr. Barton.
Oh, hello, Mac.
Why, hello, Patsy. And Nick.
Mr. McGowan, these people are trying to kidnap my patient.
You mean Nick and Patsy are...
Hey, look, Mac, we're holding up traffic. I better pull over to the curb.
Don't let them start that car, McGowan.
Now, take it easy, Mr. Barton. I know these folks, and they're all right. Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, you've got to believe me. I'm no more insane than you are. My husband and that woman are holding me prisoner.
Now, don't get excited, Mr.
Oh, get in touch with John Ramsey in San Francisco. He's my lawyer. He'll tell you.
All right, McGowan, get my wife out of that car.
I better get her out, Nick. The poor lady's a little,
That's not true. I'm perfectly sane. I am. If my patient isn't taken back and put to bed immediately, I refuse to answer for the consequences.
Take my word for it, Nick. Everything's on the level.
Okay, Mac, if you say so. Unlock the door, Patsy.
Oh, no, please. Don't let them get me again.
Oh, Mrs. Barton, there's nothing else I can do.
You're working with them. You're against me, too.
Come on, Laura, we'll go back.
No, I won't go back. I won't.
Oh, yes, you will.
No.
Take her other arm, Mary.
No, please. Somebody help me.
Believe me, Patsy, I felt just as sorry for the poor woman as you did.
Then why didn't you do something?
Well, what could I do? There was nothing suspicious.
Nothing suspicious. Did you ever in your life see a real nurse wearing as much makeup as that peroxide Goldilocks was spread on an inch thick?
So what? There's no law against that. And it doesn't prove she's not a real nurse.
Just the same, I'd like to get my hands in those blondine curls of hers. Calling me a nosy little cluck, will she?
I don't blame you for being sore, Patsy, but still that's no reason to say she's not a real nurse. I didn't care much for Barton either.
But did you notice that when he got excited, he called her Mary? Are things usually that chummy between a nurse and her employer?
Oh, now, Patsy, that's a strictly personal matter.
Yeah, I'll bet it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it was so personal that railroading the wife into an asylum would be very convenient.
That may very well be, but there isn't a scrap of evidence to back it up.
Well, that's what Mrs. Barton said they were doing, and I believe her. Oh, Nick, she was so helpless, so frightened.
Well, in her state of mind, it's natural to imagine things.
What do we know about her state of mind except what Barton and the nurse told us?
We know that Mac says they're telling the truth. And that's enough for me.
Well, it's not enough for me. Oh, Nick. Nick, if there were only something we could do.
Oh, Patsy, the chances are 1 in 1,000 that Mrs. Barton's story is true.
Yeah, but Nick, that one chance. Won't you do something about it?
Well, it's probably a waste of time, but if it'll make you happy.
What? Nick, what are you stopping here for in front of a telegraph office?
I'm going to play that 1,000 to 1 shot.
Oh, Nick, you're an angel.
I'll send a wire to John Ramsey, Mrs. Barton's lawyer in San Francisco. Nick Carter speaking.
Hello, Nick Carter?
Yes?
This is John Ramsey, Mrs. Barton's attorney.
Oh, yes.
Now, what's all this about her losing her mind?
Well, that 2-page telegram I sent you contained all the facts, Mr. Ramsey.
But it's preposterous. I just got in touch with Mrs. Barton's physician, and he tells me there wasn't a thing wrong with her when she left here 10 days ago.
Well, tell me, do you happen to know if there's ever been any insanity in her family?
Well, yes, her father had some trouble of that kind, and so did a distant relative. But she's never shown the least sign of it.
I see.
Now, Carter, I've heard of your reputation. Could I get you to investigate this business for me? I don't like the looks of it.
Hey, wait a minute. You mean that perhaps her husband is trying to railroad her into an asylum?
I wouldn't put it past him. Barton's a pretty shady character.
Uh-huh. Does he have any money?
No, not a cent. That's why he married Mrs. Barton. She's a wealthy woman, and he knows that if she goes through with the divorce...
Oh, she was planning to divorce him, huh?
Yes. She told me to have the papers ready for her as soon as she returned from the East. They've been separated for months.
Well, that's funny. They arrived here together.
Well, they certainly didn't leave San Francisco together. She should have got rid of him long ago.
Is there any particular reason outside of his being what you call a shady character?
Plenty of reasons. Mostly other women. Younger women.
Uh-huh.
But how about it? Will you take the case?
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to, Mr. Ramsey. My secretary will never forgive me if I don't.
Good. Now, don't worry about money. Spend anything within reason, but make absolutely certain that this insanity thing isn't a frame-up.
I'll do all I can, Mr. Ramsey, but I'll need some help from your end, and I'll need it quick.
Well, just tell me what you want me to do.
Get the best private detective in San Francisco. Have him send me all the facts he can dig up on the Bartons.
He'll be on the job within an hour.
Good. And tell him I also want a complete description of Barton's latest girlfriend, especially if she turns out to be a peroxide blonde named Mary. You say they checked into the hotel 5 days ago, Mac?
Yeah, all 3 of them. Mrs. Barton was in a coma at the time.
A coma? I'll bet she was drugged. I still say they're keeping her prisoner until they can railroad her into an asylum.
Well, that may be what they're trying to do, Patsy, but it isn't easy to put a perfectly sane person in an asylum.
Oh, I'll say it isn't. You've got to have a doctor certify that they're really mentally ill.
Mac, do you know whether any doctor has visited her here at the hotel?
Well, sure, a doctor, Leonard Jarvis.
Why, Nick, you know Dr. Jarvis. You recovered his wife's pearls that time, remember?
Yes, and Dr. Jarvis is one of the best psychiatrists in the city. It's a cinch he wouldn't be mixed up in anything illegal.
Well, how do they happen to pick him, Mac, or don't you know?
Oh, sure I do. Barton phoned the desk and asked for a psychiatrist. So the desk clerk called the medical association and got Dr. Jarvis's name. That was a couple of days after they came.
Oh, well, I suppose there couldn't be anything suspicious if they let someone else pick the doctor.
No, I don't think there could be, Patsy. If Jarvis says Mrs. Barton is mentally ill, that settles it.
Nick, let's go see Dr. Jarvis.
But why?
Maybe he noticed something when he examined her. Maybe he... Oh, I don't know, but let's go see him anyway.
All right, Patsy. If I don't, I may have to take you to see him.
Mrs. Laura Barton. Now, let me see.
She's staying at the Van Arnhem, Dr. Jarvis.
Yes, she's about 40 years old. Dark brown hair, thick glasses, very prominent front teeth.
Oh, yes, of course. An extreme manic depressive, Carter. Her husband should really put her in an institution for her own safety.
You couldn't possibly be mistaken, could you, Doctor?
My dear young lady, Mrs. Barton definitely exhibited every symptom of psychopathic melancholia. Why, even during my examination, she attempted to leap from the window.
Was she in good health physically?
Oh, yes, indeed. Except for a rather puzzling lack of coordination.
What? Well, Dr. Jarvis, what do you mean?
Well, Miss Bowen, it's the inability to judge distance. For instance, when she reached for a cigarette, her hand missed the package by several inches. That condition is not ordinarily a symptom of her particular disorder.
Tell me, Dr. Jarvis, could the symptoms you observed have been caused by a drug?
Oh, absolutely not. I'll stake my professional reputation on that.
But her personal physician in San Francisco said Mrs. Barton was perfectly all right before this trip east.
Well, psychiatry is a specialized field, Miss Bowen. A general practitioner might easily overlook certain warning signals.
Yeah, but the condition could have arisen without warning, couldn't it?
Oh, I hardly think that's possible.
But suppose it did. Then perhaps it could go away just as suddenly.
Well, I suppose there might be exceptions.
Dr. Jarvis.
Yes?
Just on the off chance that there might have been some change since you saw her, could I persuade you to go back to the hotel with me and make another examination?
Well, it seems useless, Carter. There's seldom any change.
I realize that, but I promised to investigate every possibility in this case. And I'd consider it a personal favor if you take another look at her.
Please, Dr. Jarvis.
Well, when you put it that way, I won't refuse.
Good.
I haven't forgotten your fine work in recovering Ethel's pearls.
Then you will go over there with us?
Yes, I'll go with you. But I don't expect to find any reason why I should change my opinion.
Yes? Oh, what are you doing here?
We came with Dr. Jarvis, Mr. Barton.
I wanted to see your wife again, Mr. Barton, to verify my earlier diagnosis. I hope you don't object.
Well,
There's no reason why you should object, is there?
Of course not. Come in, please.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Your wife's room is over here, isn't it?
Just a moment, Doctor. The nurse is giving Mrs. Barton a massage. If you'll be seated, I'll ask her to get the patient ready.
Oh, very well.
Have you seen the nurse yet, Dr. Jarvis?
No, I haven't seen Miss Emerson.
What?
But-
No, go away, please, Roger.
But, Laura, dear, Dr. Jarvis is with
You see, a persecution complex.
Laura, they only want to talk to you.
I won't see them.
Laura, come back here.
Great Scott!
Nick, what happened?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Come on.
You're responsible for this, Carter. If it hadn't been for your meddling...
Responsible for what? Where's Mrs. Barton?
It wasn't my fault. I tried to hold her back, but
Where's Mrs. Barton?
There. Oh, Nick, look at the window.
She got away from us. She jumped out.
Horrified, Nick and Patsy gaze at the broken window through which Mrs. Barton fell 21 stories to her death. We'll see what happens next in just a moment. Now back to The Case of the Unwanted Wife. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. It is 10 minutes later. Miss Emerson, the nurse, has gone to notify the police. Nick and Patsy are examining the window through which Mrs. Barton fell 21 stories to her death. And Dr. Jarvis is speaking to the dead woman's husband.
I warned you that something like this might occur, Mr. Barton. Your wife should have been put in a hospital.
I know, Doctor. But she was so frightened of strangers.
Yes. I heard her begging you to send me away.
Oh, not you. It was Carter and that girl. In her poor, deluded mind, Laura pictured them as enemies.
But
when she got in their car, they acted as if they were going to help her. Then they had to admit their mistake. Laura thought it was deliberate. She was getting better until that happened.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Carter didn't do anything.
Oh, what difference does it make now? She's dead and we can't bring her back.
Well, her money's still here, Mr. Barton, so don't feel too bad.
Why, Miss Bowen.
How dare you say a thing like that?
Perhaps because Patsy feels as I do, Mr. Barton. That your wife's death coming at this particular time looks very suspicious.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was going to divorce you, wasn't she?
No. We straightened everything out on the train coming east. We were completely reconciled.
That's your story. But your wife said you kidnapped her and were trying to railroad her into an asylum in order to get her money.
Oh, delusions, Mr. Carter. Just the delusions of a sick mind.
That may be, Barton. But if Laura Barton had lived 5 minutes longer, she might have proved her statement was the truth.
Are you accusing me
of murder, Mr. Barton? Yes, I think maybe I shall.
There are laws about slander in this country, Carter. I'm going to drag you into court and make you prove that statement.
And that's just where I intend to prove it, Barton. In court.
Nick, I hope you got plenty of proof to back up what you said to Barton. He's really boiling.
I haven't any proof, Mac.
What?
Nothing I can take into court.
Oh, then why in the world...
You can learn a lot from the way a man reacts to an accusation, Patsy.
Okay, what did you learn from Barton?
Well, Mac, if you'd seen his face, you'd know. He's guilty. I'll bet my last dollar on it.
Well, maybe you already have. He can sue you for everything you've got.
But you must have had something to go on, Nick.
I have. It's not much, but it's enough to convince me.
Oh, what is it?
On the window frame through which Mrs. Barton fell, I found scratches. Deep scratches toward the outside, as if Mrs. Barton had been desperately trying to hold herself back.
But, Nick,
I also found this piece of broken fingernail wedged in a crack in the window frame at one of the scratches.
But then you think they pushed her out of the window?
I'm sure of it.
Oh, but what if it turns out to be Barton's fingernail or the nurse's?
I took a look at Barton's hands and also at the nurse's. Her nails are perfect. So are his. Not a broken one among them.
Well, maybe they did push her out, Nick, but you'll need a lot more than a fingernail to prove it.
Yes, and besides, Dr. Jarvis will swear in court that she'd already tried to jump out of the window when he was there earlier.
Yes, I know.
Son, I'm afraid you're licked.
Don't be too sure, Mac. What I do next depends on what we hear from San Francisco.
Nick, was that airmail special delivery from San Francisco?
Yes, Patsy. There's a report I've been waiting for.
Well,
not much help. Unless you're interested in knowing that Mrs. Barton graduated from Stanford in 1927, married Barton 3 years ago, belongs to the better clubs and so on.
What's this newspaper clipping? The one with her picture?
Oh, something about her activities in the Anti-Tobacco League.
Oh, I see. Well, isn't there anything about Barton's latest girlfriend, the one who caused his wife to decide on a divorce?
Oh, yes. Seems the girl's name is Mary Travis.
Mary? Well, that's what Barton called the nurse.
I know. And Mary Travis left San Francisco the same day Barton and his wife did.
But, Nick, that's just what we were hoping to hear. Is there a picture of the Travis girl?
No, but the investigator says she's a very flashy type. In her late 20s. Medium height, slender, snub nose, thin lips, perfect teeth. A natural blonde.
Oh, natural blonde, my eye. If that girl's hair wasn't dyed, I don't know dyed hair when I see it.
Well, that's just the point, Patsy. The description fits Miss Emerson perfectly, except for her hair, which has very obviously been dyed. Even I can see that.
And take it from me, it was no touch-up job either.
Which proves that Mary Emerson, the nurse, is not Barton's San Francisco girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're right, Nick. Mary Emerson's hair was brown before she dyed it.
What did you say?
I said I could still see traces of brown at the roots of her hair. She must have dyed it blonde in a hurry.
Brown?
Huh?
That's the answer, Patsy. It's got to be.
Well, Nick, what are you talking about?
Oh, what a fool I've been. Mrs. Barton was a member of the Anti-Tobacco League, and I didn't even...
You didn't what?
Give me that newspaper clipping, Patsy,
Yeah.
and get your hat.
Uh-huh.
We're going to see Dr. Jarvis again.
Carter, I've already told you that Mrs. Barton was a manic depressive. She exhibited every symptom.
I know, Doctor, but is it usual for every symptom to be present?
Well, not always, but hers was an extreme case.
Almost as if she had learned those symptoms from a book and pretended to be out of her mind. Isn't that right?
Well, yes, but... What? You're not saying that Mrs. Barton wanted me to think her insane?
Here. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Just the picture. I'm going to hold my hand over the printing under it.
Why, that's... Oh, no, I'm wrong. For a moment, I thought it was Mrs. Barton.
It is Mrs. Barton.
No, it isn't, Carter. This woman has the same outstanding features.
You mean the prominent front teeth, the thick glasses, and dark hair?
Yes, but it's definitely not Mrs. Barton.
All right. Now read what it says under the picture.
Mrs. Laura Barton, prominent San Francisco clubwoman who lost... But, Carter, that is not the woman I examined. I'll swear to it.
Dr. Jarvis, that statement is going to convict a murderer.
Nick, don't you think we should have brought the police with us?
Mac's gone for them, Patsy, but I didn't want to wait. Hello, Miss Travis. Is Mr. Barton here?
No, he isn't, and he wouldn't see you. What'd you call me?
Mind if we come inside and wait?
What do you mean pushing your way in here? And my name's Emerson.
Maybe she's forgotten who she really is, Nick. She's been using so many names lately. Mary Travis, Mary Emerson, Laura Barton.
Are you crazy? You met Mrs. Barton. You scared her into jumping out of that window.
Oh, no. We frightened you and Mr. Barton into pushing her out before the doctor could see that it was you and not Mrs. Barton he examined and pronounced insane.
That would have spoiled everything, wouldn't it, Miss Travis?
You talk like a fool. The doctor saw me here.
Not very clearly. You kept out of his sight as much as possible.
Mrs. Barton and I were as different as night and day.
And that's what you counted on. When Dr. Jarvis came here the first time, you wiped off all that makeup, wore Mrs. Barton's thick glasses, probably even had protruding false teeth made to fit over your own.
You're a liar. You're a dirty, snooping liar.
You also dyed your own blonde hair brown to match hers, and then dyed it blonde again after the doctor left.
A very poor job, too, Miss Travis. What's the matter? Were you afraid to have it done by a professional beauty operator?
Get out of here. Get out or I'll call the cops.
That's a fine bluff, Miss Travis, but Nick has already called the police. They'll be here any minute.
No wonder Dr. Jarvis didn't recognize you the way you look now. And after the fall, Mrs. Barton's body was too badly mutilated for him to notice it was not the woman he examined. You planned on that all along, didn't you?
You can't prove that. You can't prove a word of it.
When the doctor testifies that you and Barton tricked him into certifying Mrs. Barton as suicidally insane, I think a jury will consider that proof enough.
You may be right, Carter.
Roger, do you hear what they said? They're on to everything.
Barton, you and this woman are under arrest for the murder of your wife.
We're under arrest. You forget I'm the one who's holding the gun, Mr. Carter.
Roger, they sent for the cops. We gotta get out of here.
We're going, Mary. But first we'll make sure our friends here don't follow us.
Well, then tie them up or something, but hurry.
There's not enough time for that. Turn around, Miss Bourne. You too, Carter.
All right, Barton. What next?
Put your hands against the wall where I can watch them.
Rog, you're not going
What's the difference? If we're caught, it means the chair anyway.
Well, you're going to shoot us in the back?
Correct, Miss Bourne. And you first.
Mr. Barton.
Right now.
As fire jets from the muzzle of Roger Barton's revolver, Patsy screams and falls. We'll see what happens next in just a moment. Now for the conclusion of The Case of the Unwanted Wife. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch Cleanser. In Suite 2104 of the Van Arnhem Hotel, Nick and Patsy stand with their faces to the wall as Roger Barton, a revolver in his hand, says,
You first, Miss Bourne.
Mr. Barton, now. Roger, what happened to the lights?
I put them out, Miss Travis. You missed me, Barton. Shooting at a voice in the dark is tricky business.
No, why not?
So I didn't miss. Now, the flash of your gun served as a target. Patsy.
I'm all right, except for some bruises. What happened?
When I pushed the light button, I had to shove you out of the way before Barton could fire. There wasn't time to be gentle.
Well, I guess I fell over a telephone table or something.
I wish you'd broken your neck.
Thanks, Goldilocks. Cut the lights, Nick.
Yeah. Better pick up Barton's revolver.
Okay, Nick.
Nick, are you and Patsy all right?
Couldn't be better, Mac. Come on in. The police with you?
Yeah, they're coming up in the elevator now, and the paddy wagon's right outside the front door.
Just what we want. All right, come along, folks. Your carriage waiting.
Tell me, what did the fact that Mrs. Barton belonged to the anti-tobacco league have to do with solving the case?
Well, Patsy, don't you remember that Dr. Jarvis said that the woman he examined reached for a cigarette?
What? Why, yes. He said something about her hand missing the package by several inches.
Yeah. Well, Mrs. Barton would never have reached for a cigarette, Patsy.
Well, of course not. Not if she belonged to the anti-tobacco league.
That's right, so it had to be Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And she missed the package of cigarettes when she reached for them because she was wearing Mrs. Barton's thick glasses. Glasses that she could hardly see through.
But why did it have to be Mary? They could have hired somebody to impersonate Mrs. Barton who really looked like her.
Sure, but letting some outsider in on their plot would have been too risky. And besides, what possible reason could there be to suspect that a natural platinum blonde would suddenly turn into a peroxide blonde with much darker hair, except that
for some reason she dyed her hair dark and then bleached it again.
And very inexpertly, too.
Yeah. Poor Mrs. Barton. Maybe all the trouble did affect her mind toward the end.
Well...
Remember how she screamed that she didn't want to see us when we came to help her?
Yeah. Mary Travis explained that in her confession.
Yeah?
Mrs. Barton didn't know it was us. Barton told her that the men had come to take her to an asylum.
What? So that was it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Nick, the old dime novels had a phrase that described Mary Travis perfectly.
They did? Well, what is it?
She was a double-dyed deceiver.
I'll say she was.
What about next week's adventure, Nick?
Well, it's a story of Johnny Wade, Mike, a boy I had a lot of faith in, even though he'd been in prison.
Johnny was one of our best friends, Mike, so when he was released from the state penitentiary, Nick and I were right there to meet him.
See, he was only a youngster, and I wanted to help him get a fresh start.
Yeah, but Johnny was too ambitious.
But that's a good thing in a boy, isn't it?
Not in this case, Mike. You see, Johnny's only ambition was to kill.
What do you call this adventure, Nick?
I call it The Case of the Double Frame.
Nick Carter, Master Detective, is presented each week at this time by the Cudahy Packing Company and is produced and directed by Jock McGregor, copyrighted by Street and Smith Publications, Incorporated. Charlotte Manson is featured as Patsy. Today's script was written by Jim Parsons. Original music is played by Henry Silverne. This program is fictional, and any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. This is Michael Fitzmaurice saying, when minutes count, use new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
At 10 o'clock on a Monday night, a man in the uniform of a sergeant of police walks down a dark side street and enters a small hardware store.
Hey, anybody in the store?
Coming, mister, coming. Kind of late for service, pal. We're just close. Holy smokes, a cop.
I'm looking for Laurie Evans.
He's my old man. Well, what do you want to see him for?
It isn't a pinch, kid, just a friendly visit. Laurie and I used to be pals long time ago.
Oh, I see. They call me Steve. Pop! Hey, Pop, come on out.
Oh, what is it, Steve?
We got a visitor, Pop. Pull down your glasses and take a gander.
Hello, Laurie.
Yes. Gas Malone. Say, Pop.
Go to bed, Steve. I'll look up.
But go to bed. Oh, gosh. All right. So long, Sergeant.
Good night, Steve.
Well, Gas, you finally located me, huh?
Yeah.
What's the cop's uniform for?
This is a cover-up for a job us two are going to pull tonight.
Oh, can't you leave me alone? I've been straight for 10 years. I haven't done a job since
the St. Louis deal, huh? I lost my thumb in St. Louis, but you lost your nerve.
Maybe. Anyway, I'm straight and I'm staying.
Listen, Laurie, I've been a long time finding you. Don't think I'm going to let you back out now. All I got to do is pass the word that good old Laurie Evans is here running a hardware joint on me.
Okay. What's the deal?
You're going to help me crack a safe tonight, Laurie. Well, there's nothing much in that safe but a list of names.
Names?
20,000 names. And you're going to help me grab every one of them.
Is that you, Waldo?
I ain't Waldo, honey, but maybe I'll do.
Oh, I'm sorry Mr. Carter won't be able to see you this morning.
He'll see me good looking. I'm from the government. One side, huh?
See here, you can't force your way into Mr. Carter's office.
What's going on? Oh, who's this?
Nick, this...
Mr. Carter, I'm from the government. I've got important business for you in this dispatch case.
You have, huh? What's your name?
Steve Evans.
Mr. Evans, you're lying.
Huh?
Dispatch case is new. The letter's unscratched, but the price tag is still on it. Your clothes are new. Your Army discharge button is new. You're obviously a recently discharged soldier. What are you up to?
Gosh. You sure tagged me.
That's my business.
Mr. Carter, I've got something for you in this case. Here.
Hey, what's this?
Yeah. It's $800 cash, all I saved in the Army.
Well, what's it for?
I decided I'm going to learn how to be a detective. And you're going to teach me, Mr. Carter.
For the love of...
This is my entrance fee. And if it costs more, I'll get more.
Hey, look here, Evans. This is impossible. I'm flattered and honored.
You've got a duty to us veterans, Mr. Carter.
Of course, but... Well, I really can't discuss it with you now, Mr. Evans. I'm late in the case already. I've got to be running along.
Great. My first lesson. I'll go along.
Oh, all right. Come along. We'll discuss this on the way.
Swell.
Patsy, I'll be down at Irving Place with Matty. Safe burglary and murder.
All right, kid.
Hi, Matty. I'm here.
Well, it's about time. I've been waiting a half hour for you. Who's this?
This is Steve Evans. Wants me to teach him the detective business.
Huh?
I haven't had time to talk him out of it yet. Steve, this is Sergeant Levinson of the Homicide Squad.
Hiya, Sergeant. Okay, Nick, stack the kid in the corner and get a load of this case. It's a Lulu.
Go ahead.
This is the business office of United Veterans Incorporated. It's a veterans organization that publishes a magazine for its boys.
And last night, someone was admitted to this office and broke into the safe.
How do you know he was admitted?
Neither the lock nor the door were touched.
Oh.
See the safe there and the body.
Yeah, watchman. Slugged over the head and killed. Maybe he let the crook in and was double-crossed. Huh?
Maybe. Now, what's peculiar about the case?
One little hitch. There was $5,000 in a drawer in that safe, and it wasn't touched.
So?
You know the only thing he lifted? The magazine subscription list. He stole 20,000 names and addresses. That's all.
The guy must have been nuts.
Who asked you?
Sorry.
Let's have a look at the safe. Very neat punch job, huh, Matty?
Yeah. Dial knocked off of a sledgehammer, spindle punched back, and the small socket's broken.
The way of cracking a safe I haven't seen in a long time. Look at the edges of the broken sockets. Traces of rust. Not from the safe itself, but from the burglar tools.
Yeah, it must have been an old set of tools.
How can you tell?
Look at the way the sockets are broken.
Huh?
2 blows of a chisel to each bolt. Took a strong man to do that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Found anything from the body?
No, nothing. Nick. Signs of a struggle, 2 blows on the head, that's all.
Uh-huh. Watson was either tricked and then killed, or was an accessory and was double-crossed. The killer stole nothing but a list of names from the safe, and that's what he was after. And that makes this a very serious case.
Yeah? Why, Mr. Carter?
Because, Steve, back in 1932, when Washington announced that a bonus was to be paid war veterans, some crooks broke into the office of a veterans publication and stole a subscription list. Right after that, all veterans who were on that list were besieged with commons for every known form of confidence game.
Holy smoke.
Thousands of vets were cheated out of their bonus dollars. And this is the same setup. These stolen names will form a sucker list that'll milk a fortune from veterans who are mustering out pay. And the list has got to be located before it starts circulating through the underworld.
Well, how, for Pete's sake?
With the man who cracked this safe. I'll identify him through my files. Then we'll maybe be able to locate him. Come on. Here, you got every card off, Patsy.
Right, Nick.
Well, Matty, explain to Steve how we keep files on crooks.
Oh,
I'm a veteran, Sergeant.
All right, all right. Now, listen, kid. Every crook uses a personal technique on a job, see? He never changed it. It's almost like an autograph.
Here are the cards, Nick.
Well, thanks, Patsy. Steve, we're looking for a burglar who opens safes with a punch technique and who cracks bolts with a chisel rather than a wrench.
Yeah.
This technique is so unfamiliar to me, I'm sure he hasn't been active lately. All right, let's have him, Patsy.
Adams, no record since 28, specialty blowtorch job. Brookman, no record since 34, specialty punch job.
Take that card, Matty. He's a possibility.
Okay.
Dennison, no record since 29, specialty chopping job.
That's a technique, Steve, of turning a safe over and chopping the bottom out. Dennison isn't our man.
Right.
Dugan, 37, specialty ripping job.
That's ripping open a safe with a kind of giant can opener.
No kidding.
Dugan's not our man.
And
Oh, what's the matter, Patsy?
you better read this one yourself, Nick. Maybe it's a coincidence, but then again, seeing what happened this morning.
I see. Steve, what's your father's name?
Laurie Evans.
I see. Why'd you come to see me this morning?
Well, I already told you I want to be a detective.
You sure that's the reason? Not too late to tell the truth.
Well, why would I lie to you, Mr. Carter?
Where is your father?
In a hardware store on Mayor Avenue. Hey, what is all this, Mr. Carter?
Explanations will keep. Right now, we're all getting into my car and driving out to the hardware store. I've got to see Laurie Evans fast. This it, Steve?
Yeah.
Come on.
Look, Nick, what's the kid's old man got to do with it?
You'll see, Nettie. Open the door, Steve.
Right.
Store's empty. Where's your father?
Oh, he's probably in the back of the store.
Call him.
Hey, Pop, we got somebody here to see you.
Wait a minute, Nick.
Yes, what is it, Patsy?
On the floor here, behind the counter.
Behind the... Holy smoke. Nick.
Pop, what's happened to him? Pop!
He's dead, Steve. Been murdered.
Behind the sales counter of the Evans hardware store in Brooklyn, Nick examines the body of Laurie Evans while Patsy, Mattie, and Steve Evans watch.
Laurie Evans was in a fight before he was killed.
Yeah, look at the scratches on his hands and face.
The fight led behind this counter. See the nail kegs and tools knocked off the shelves?
Yeah.
And he was thrown down here.
I wish I'd been here.
Head struck that sack of plaster of Paris, putting it open. The killer grabbed a screwdriver and stabbed Laurie with tremendous force. Killed him almost instantly.
But why, Mr. Carter, why?
Steve, you'll have to know the truth sooner or later. Here's the card from my files that led me to ask you about your father.
Laurie Evans, inactive since 1935. Specialty punch jobs. Further characteristics: cracked safe bolts with chisel. Does not. This isn't true. My father isn't a crook. He never was.
Steve, it's the truth.
There's no question, kid. Your old man pulled the veteran job last night. That's a lie. He's got an alibi for last night.
What alibi?
He was with a friend of his, a cop, Sergeant Malone, and he came
the
here.
answer to the burglary, Mattie. I was wondering how Evans got into that office till Watson was duped. Evans was with a pal in police uniform.
Well, how do you know the guy with him was a crook? Why was he a real cop?
Because he left a signature here.
What do you mean?
Look, where the plaster of Paris that's spilled on the floor, there's a handprint on it. A right hand with a thumb missing. A policeman can't stay on the active force with a right thumb missing.
You're right, Nick.
Maybe this Malone high-pressured your father into doing this job, Steve, but that isn't the important thing now. The important thing is to find Malone and the 20,000 names he's stolen before he peddles them to every crook in the country.
Now, just a minute. Maybe Steve Evans fooled you, but he hasn't fooled me.
Huh?
Nick, I want to know why he came to you this morning after his old man cracked the safe at Irving.
Oh, well, Mattie, that's
Quiet. This is official, Nick.
Look here.
You can worry about a sucker list of 20,000 names. I'm worrying about 2 murders, and Steve Evans is my number 1 lead. He's coming down to headquarters with me for a long talk.
Now, how about it, Mattie? Will you try it my way?
Oh, it's the darndest scheme you've ever come up with, Nick. And if he is guilty... But, Sergeant, I swear I know...
Well, Mattie.
All right. What if it backfires?
It won't, if Nick says it's okay.
Now, Steve, listen carefully.
Yeah.
I've been telling Sergeant Mattie. The only way I can see to locate Malone and those stolen names is for you to escape.
So I gathered, but how do we work it?
We'll pay you. After you escape, take the northbound subway to Isham Park.
Yeah?
Get out of Isham and take the ferry across the river. From the ferry landing, strike north along the Reservoir Road. Got that?
Yeah.
When you reach a town called Hessian Courthouse, give yourself up to the police.
Pick myself up? But I thought
you were in the Army. Do you have to understand orders to follow them?
No, Mr. Carter.
Very well. You've got to get through to Hessian Courthouse, Chief. You've got to follow the route I've scheduled, no matter what happens. Oh, yes. One important thing. Wear a pair of gloves.
A pair of gloves?
Yes.
All right, I'll do it, Mr. Carter.
Here's police headquarters coming up. When we get out of the car, we've got to put on a good show for the benefit of any onlookers. Now, you hit me in the jaw and run. I'll make sure to fall against Mattie so it looks good. Duck down on the subway and get going.
Yes, sir. All out far as we go.
Mattie, you're a fool. I don't know whether Steve is guilty or not, but the important thing is...
You're not arresting me!
Nick!
Hey, come back here! Watch out, Nick. The kid's getting away. Get off me, will you?
Hey, what happened?
Stop that man! Stop him!
He's gone, Nick.
Good. Now, wait. Now, let's get to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Carter. I'm broadcasting from my car by short wave. Your local station has kindly consented to relay this announcement to help in the search for Steve Evans, suspect in the murder of a watchman at Irving Place, and his father, Laurie Evans, in a hardware store in Brooklyn. Steve Evans has escaped police custody and is at large in the city. He is 20 years old, of medium height, red hair, brown eyes. He is wearing gray suit, gray hat, blue overcoat. He has lost the thumb from his right hand. When last seen, Steve Evans was on the subway headed north toward Isham Park. Please communicate any information to me at once. There is a reward for his capture.
Hey, buddy. Did you hear that announcement on the air? Huh? What announcement? I heard it just before I got on at the last station. Nick Carter's offering a big reward for a killer. Whole city's buzzing around trying to grab it. Yeah? Who's he looking for? A guy named Steve Evans. Killed his old man, they say. He killed his old man? Carter said that? Yeah, and a night watchman. Oh, he's a guy about medium height, say, like you, and he's got red hair like you, too. Hey, let me see your right hand. What for? Never mind what for. Take off your glove and let me see your right hand. Sorry, Mac. This is my station. So long. Hey, stop him! Stop him! That guy's the killer! He's the one trying to drop him to the reward warrant! Somebody stop him! He's getting away!
I gotta hide someplace. Get up out of the station and I can park. It'll be dark soon. I can just hold out a little longer. Huh?
Steve, over here, quick.
Who's that?
Patsy Bowen, Nick Carter's secretary. Get over here on the bench with me. Hurry up.
But how did you...
I was on the train with you. I got out ahead, but I heard the trouble. Steve, this is an emergency. Make like you're my boyfriend. Put your arms around me and keep your head down. Quick, here they come.
All right.
You see a guy go past here, a red-headed...
For Pete's sake, can't people get a little privacy in a park? Yeah, a guy ran past you toward Broadway. Go straight. All right, Steve, we can break it up now. Who's sworn to get on the ferry and keep going, following its orders.
But he's double-crossing me, telling people I killed my father and offering reward.
He's never double-crossed anyone in his life. Just follow instructions, Steve. Keep going.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Carter again. Steve Evans was last seen headed for the Isham Ferry and is probably attempting to cross the river and escape into open country. All officials and citizens in that vicinity are warned to keep a sharp lookout for a red-haired man with a thumb missing from his right hand.
Hey, river's mighty pretty around dusk, hey, buddy? Yeah. Funny, ain't it? This here river looks so calm and peaceful, but there's a lot happening on it right now. There's armed guards on both sides.
Yeah? How come?
Ain't you heard? There's a killer trying to get across in this ferry. Killed his own man, he did. Name is Steve Evans. Everybody's looking for him.
Yeah?
Yeah, Nick Carter himself is directing a search by radio. Have a cigarette?
No, thanks.
This is Steve Evans. He's a veteran. He's got red hair, and he... Hey, buddy.
Yeah?
Why are you wearing gloves?
Well, because I'm cold, that's why. Well, I'd better be moving forward. The ferry's due to dock now.
Just a minute, wise guy. You ain't slipping away so easy.
On it again. I gotta find it.
Hey, Evans. Steve Evans.
Huh?
This way, lad. What?
I'm ward on the big. Nick Carter's decision. Get into my truck here. Hurry up. Get under the canvas in the back. I'll guide you up the ferry. But Mr. McLean, I at the head of the tray. I'll cover for you. Keep this straight overboard.
Right overboard! Right overboard! Jumped overboard!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Carter again. After eluding capture by swimming ashore from the Isham Ferry, Steve Evans has made for the Reservoir Road and headed north. I want to warn all motorists against picking up hitchhikers. Please report any information to me immediately.
I gotta keep going. I gotta keep on the edge of the courthouse. I promised Mr. Carter. Who's that? There's someone behind that tree. Oh, it's nerves again. Uh-oh. Car headlights gone up the road. I better stuck him in a ditch again.
All right, kid. Come out of the ditch.
Malone.
Yeah. Gas Malone.
How did you...
I've been up and down this road a dozen times looking for you, kid. I've been listening to them Nick Carter reports like I was a cop myself.
Listen, Malone.
Come on. Get into the car. And no argument. This rod ain't a water pistol.
Look, Malone.
Get into the car, kid. I'm going to drive you to my office. It's a quiet place where we can have a nice little talk.
30 minutes after Gas Malone picked up Steve Evans on the Reservoir Road, his car draws up before a small building in downtown New York.
We're here, kid. Get out.
Okay.
And don't get funny, Steve. I'd just as soon drop you now as later.
I'm not trying anything. Not as long as you've got that gun.
Open the door. Go straight upstairs.
You killed my father, Malone.
Yeah, kid. His conscience started bothering him about the way I knocked off the watchman last night. It was all for phoning the cops. I had to shut him up. No hard feeling, kid. It was business.
Yeah, dirty business.
Just like I got nothing against you, kid. Maybe you're a nice guy for all I know. Open the door. Go on in. No, kid. I got nothing against you.
But you might make trouble for me.
Listen, Malone.
I got a nice setup here, see? Quiet little office. 20,000 names of XGIs. The hottest sucker list an operator ever got his hands on. After I take the cream off the list, I can sell them names for 2 bits each. Why, there's $50,000 in this deal for me, and I sort of got to protect it.
Listen, Malone, you don't have to kill
I
me.
know the cops want you for the killings. I don't know how you got mixed up, and I don't care. Just as soon leave you to handle the mess yourself, except for one thing.
What?
How come they said you was missing a thumb?
They said I was missing a
Yeah,
thumb?
how come? What'd you tell them?
I never told them nothing.
Now, look. This is the clutch, kid. We're all alone here. You, me, and this gun. Now, I want some answers. What about the thumb?
Honest, Malone, I don't... Hey!
Missed you that time, Steve, but I'll take better aim the next time. Why'd the cops say you was missing a thumb, Steve?
That's a trap. Malone, don't try to shoot him out.
I warned you. Pick up his gun, Steve.
Okay.
Sorry I was late getting up the stairs, but the door of the luggage compartment of Malone's car jammed on me. It took time for me to get out.
Hey, Carl.
Oh, stop your whining, Malone. I just put a bullet through your left hand, that's all. Maybe you'll lose that thumb, too. But it won't make any difference to you when you're in the chair.
Mr. Carter, I still don't understand why I had to go through that whole routine.
You were bait, Steve.
Sure, right, just bait. But why?
Well, you see, Steve, it would have been impossible to track Malone down in time to stop him from using those stolen names. So instead of looking for him, I made him look for me and lead me to the stolen names.
Yeah, but he was looking for me.
Naturally, that's what I wanted. So I stirred up a big fuss, made broadcasts every 15 minutes, kept stressing the fact that you had a missing thumb.
Well, that's what I don't get.
Malone believed the police were after you, but he couldn't understand about that thumb. Finally, his curiosity got the better of him. He had to find you and ask you about it.
Oh.
I made sure he'd know where to find you.
But he might have killed me.
Not until he found out what he wanted to know. And I felt sure he wouldn't try anything where he picked you up because there might be police around. And don't forget, Steve, I followed you up the reservoir road, hiding in the brush behind you.
Then that was you behind that tree.
Right. As soon as I heard Malone say he was going to drive you to his office, I slipped into the baggage compartment of his car while he was talking to you. Because his office was what I wanted to locate.
I passed you 7 times on the road, Steve. I was in Nick's roadster. My, how fast you dove into the ditch.
And didn't you spot me, Steve, boy? Old Waldo passed you twice in that truck. Once you hid behind the billboard, and once you got behind the detour sign. Holy smoke. Hey, Mr. Carter, is this what detectives have to do all the time?
Most of the time. Which brings up the original question of your taking lessons from me. Now, look.
You don't have to say anything, Mr. Carter. None of this business of being a detective for me. You know what I'm going to do? Get myself a nice, easy job. I'm going to re-enlist in the Army.
Miss Perry, I want you to take a look at this picture of Barclay's body.
No, please.
All Nick wants to know is whether Mr. Barclay was lying in that same position when you left the cabin.
Stop talking about it. I said I killed him. What more do you want?
I want a lot more. I want to get you out of this jail. And the best way to do it is by putting someone else in here instead.
And now, The Case of the Homely Bride. Today's adventure starring Lon Clark as Nick Carter. Brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. Agnes Perry is not a pretty girl, and she's so painfully timid that the gossips predicted she'd never get a husband, even with her father's millions. But you never can tell. It's early evening in the Perry home as Tony Barclay, handsome and self-assured, sits facing Agnes's father and her best friend, Linda Forsythe.
Mr. Perry, I dropped in to tell you that Agnes won't be home for dinner tonight. You see, we're eloping.
Oh, Tony, not really. Oh, I'm so happy for you both.
Well, an elopement isn't necessary, my boy. If Agnes loves you...
Loves me? Huh. She's mad about me.
Oh, Tony, you clown. Oh, give me a handkerchief, somebody.
Oh, here you are, Linda.
Thanks. And don't say I'm crying either. It's just that my glasses are getting misty.
Agnes and I plan to meet in a little town upstate and be married tonight. In fact, she's waiting there for me now.
Well, I don't understand. Isn't it a bit unusual to inform the bride's father before an elopement?
Yes, but in this case it makes no difference. You couldn't stop us if you wanted to.
But I don't want to, my boy. Of course, I don't know you very well, but just before you came here from the West Coast, we had a letter from my old friend, Judge Hamilton.
I know. A letter telling you that I was a fine young man. Plenty of money, good family.
How did you know that?
I wrote the letter myself.
What?
And since Judge Hamilton has been abroad, naturally, you haven't been able to check up on me.
You wrote that letter?
Yes. Forgery is one of my many accomplishments. You should ask the police about me. I'm quite a notorious character, really.
You're joking.
Not at all. I have a very interesting record. Swindling, fraud, picking pockets, armed robbery. Of course, those were when I was younger and my methods were more crude than they are now.
Barclay.
Incidentally, my real name is Tony Blaze.
What's the point of all this?
Well, I was thinking. It's going to be a wonderful story for the newspapers. Millionaire's daughter weds criminal.
I'm beginning to understand. You think I'll pay you not to marry my daughter, is that it?
Precisely. The only way to stop the wedding now, Mr. Perry, is by writing me a check for $100,000.
$100,000? Why, you're out of your mind.
Mr. Perry, you know what would happen to a sensitive girl like Agnes if she married this man. You can afford the money. For Agnes' sake, pay him and...
I'll give you $10,000 and not 1 cent more.
Oh, no. Marrying Agnes will be much more profitable than that.
Tony, you're not serious.
Oh, but I am, my dear. I've just decided in a few months Mr. Perry will be willing to pay twice $100,000 for a nice, quiet divorce, if I make Agnes unhappy enough. And believe me, I can, and will.
Linda, call the police.
Stay where you are, Miss Forsythe.
That revolver doesn't frighten me.
If either of you charming people tries to stop me, I'll show you I'm not bluffing.
If you dare to marry her...
Suppose you tell me all about it when I return from my honeymoon, Miss Forsythe.
It's been almost an hour since he left, Mr. Carter. I tried everywhere to find you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Perry, but Miss Bone and I were both out of the office.
You've got to stop them, no matter what it costs.
Well, it isn't money that's important now, Mr. Perry. It's time.
Well, they can't get married tonight, Nick. Even if they could get a license, there's a 3-day waiting period in this state.
If he doesn't have a license already, Patsy.
Yeah.
And if they plan to get married in this state.
Oh, if there were only some way to warn every minister and justice of the peace in this part of the country and to tell them...
Wait a minute.
Huh?
There is a way.
Well, how, Nick?
By radio.
Why, yes.
The station manager of WQXQ is a friend of mine. And if he'll let us run an announcement every now and then...
No, we can't put the story on the air, Carter. Think of the scandal.
Well, Mr. Perry, the important thing is to keep your daughter from marrying this man, isn't it?
Well, Yes, of course. All right. Go ahead with the radio announcements, Carter.
I, Agnes, take thee, Anthony, to be my lawful wedded husband, to love, honor, and cherish so long as we both may live.
And by the virtue of the power vested in me, I now pronounce you...
Well, this is our cabin, Agnes. Not much of a honeymoon cottage, is it?
Oh, I don't mind, darling. Nothing matters except that we're married. Oh, Tony, I'm so happy.
Here, stop there. No. There, that's the girl. Oh, I'd better go put the car out of sight. I don't want anybody to spot it.
All right, darling. And while you're gone, I'll unpack your suitcase for you.
Away from my suitcase.
Well, Tony, I was only going to...
I know, darling, but I'm rather fussy about my things. Look, there's a radio in this cabin. See if you can get some music, huh? I don't want my bride feeling unhappy. Yes.
Are believed to be in the vicinity of the state line. We ask all ministers and justices of the peace who may hear this broadcast not to marry any couple answering the description we have just given you, and to communicate with the station immediately. The man has boasted that the marriage is merely an attempt to extort money from the girl's father, and that he has a long criminal record.
Oh.
Your cooperation may
I
prevent a
won't believe
tragedy. We now resume our midnight musicale.
But why did he act that way about the suitcase? As if he had something in it that he didn't want me to see. I've got to know. I've got to. A revolver. Oh,
Agnes.
Tony.
Thought I told you not to open that suitcase.
Tony. Why are you carrying this?
Why, I always carry a gun, baby. For protection, that's all.
Don't lie to me. It was on the radio that you're a criminal, that you only married me because of my father's money.
All right, so I did. Why else would anyone marry a stupid little frump like you?
Tony. Oh, no, I don't believe it. You said...
I said I loved you, huh? And you were sap enough to believe me. But it's cash I'm in love with, darling. Papa's cash.
Oh, Tony, you... Oh, I hate you.
Good. I want it that way. You're going to hate me a lot more unless Papa pays up.
I won't stay here a minute longer. I'm going home.
No, you're not.
Take your hands off me. Tony.
Why, you little... Slap me, will you? No dame can get away with that.
Keep away from me, Tony.
I can play rough, too.
Don't you touch me. I'll kill you if you do.
Don't kid me. You haven't got nerve enough to use that gun.
I will. I swear I will.
I'm going to give you a little lesson in wifely. You little fool, you.
Mr. Perry, well, where have you been? Do you realize it's 8 o'clock in the morning?
I've been walking the streets for hours. When we didn't hear anything by midnight, I knew it wasn't any use.
Well, it's a good thing somebody stayed here at the radio station. Nick's on the phone now.
You mean they've been found?
I think so. Listen.
I see. Well, thank you, Mr. Megley. Yes, I'm sorry, too, but it was good of you to call. Goodbye.
Who was it, Carter?
A justice of the peace from upstate.
What?
He heard the announcement on the morning newscast.
A justice of the peace. You mean they're married?
Yes.
Oh.
He said he performed the ceremony at 10:30 last night.
I see. Well, I suppose there's nothing to do now but go home and wait.
Oh, I'll get it, Patsy.
Uh-huh.
You better go tell the announcer not to broadcast any more of those notices.
All right, Nick.
Nick Carter speaking.
This is Linda Forsythe, Mr. Carter. Is Agnes' father there?
Oh, yes, just a moment. For you, Mr. Perry, Miss Forsythe.
Oh, I asked Linda to stay at my house last night. I wonder if Agnes has called her. Hello, Linda.
Mr. Perry, I have wonderful news. Agnes is back.
She's there at the house now?
Yes, she must have come home during the night sometime.
Is that man with her?
No. One of the maids found Agnes asleep in her own room a few minutes ago. But she's locked herself in and won't talk to me. I think...
Never mind. We'll be home in 10 minutes.
Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I won't tell you anything about it.
But, Miss Perry, I know you and Tony Blaze were married last night. Naturally, your father wants to know why you came home alone.
Nick, why don't you give her a chance to get control of herself before you start firing questions at her?
Maybe you're right, Patsy.
Perhaps you'd feel better if you had some breakfast, Agnes.
I don't want anything.
I beg pardon, Mr. Perry.
Yes, Gordon?
There's a gentleman who insists upon seeing Miss Agnes.
My daughter isn't seeing anyone. Tell him to go away.
It wouldn't do any good if he did tell me, Mr. Perry.
Sergeant Matheson.
Hello, Patsy. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Matty. What are you doing here?
Official business, Nick.
What do you mean, official business? I didn't send for the police.
The police? No, I didn't do anything.
Of course not, dear. He isn't here to see you.
That's where you're wrong, Mr. Perry. I'm here to arrest your daughter on suspicion of murder.
Agnes Perry's despair is equaled by the shock and grief in the eyes of her father as Mattie makes the arrest. We'll see what happens in just a moment. Now, back to The Case of the Homely Bride. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. It's a couple of hours later, and at police headquarters, Agnes Perry is giving her version of what happened in the tourist cabin the night before.
When Tony admitted that he only married me in order to get money out of Father, I said I was going home. He grabbed me
And you had a fight. That's when you fell against the chair near the bed and broke your watch, wasn't it, Miss?
No, there wasn't any fight.
I noticed the crystal is missing from your watch. And we found thin pieces of curved glass near that upset chair.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Go ahead. What time was all this?
Well, about 12:30, I think.
Yeah? Then what happened?
Well, I broke away from him, ran outside to my car, and drove home.
And during the time it took you to get in the car, start the motor, and put it in gear, why didn't he catch up with you?
Well, he didn't try. He only chased me as far as the door.
He chased you to the door, yet you still found time to stop and pick up your coat?
No, I didn't. I just ran. I didn't stop for anything.
Okay. Now I'll tell you what really happened. You fought with Tony Blaze about 3 o'clock.
No.
Not 12:30, because the medical examiner says he was shot sometime between 3 and 4 a.m.
It was 12:30, I tell you.
Huh?
I mean, that's when I left the cabin.
Oh, and when you broke away, you didn't run out the door. You picked up that gun of his and shot it.
No, I didn't.
After that, you didn't need to hurry, so you got your coat and purse, walked out to the car, and came home.
It's a lie. I didn't shoot him.
All right, then why are your fingerprints all over the gun, and only your fingerprints?
I told you. I found it in his suitcase. I picked it out.
Excuse me, Matty.
Yeah, Nick?
I suppose you've had ballistics check the revolver to be sure it's the one that killed Tony Blaze?
Well, naturally. All 3 bullets came out of the same gun. We dug 2 out of the wall, the one that missed him completely and the one that grazed his head. There was a 3rd bullet in his heart.
And, I see. Well, why are you so sure it happened at exactly 3:15?
Because, Nick, something aroused the woman who runs the camp. She realized later it must have been the shooting, of course. She looked out her window and saw Miss Perry here leaving.
Wearing a coat?
Yeah, a white coat you could see a mile off. That's how the woman knew who it was. Miss Perry was wearing that same coat when she checked into the place.
She's lying. I left my coat at the cabin when I ran out.
It's not there now, Miss Perry.
But I
Oh, wait a minute. Let's forget the coat a minute, Matty.
Huh?
About the time element. Couldn't the woman be mistaken?
No, not a chance, Nick. In the first place, she looked at her clock. In the second place, she wasn't even home until after 2:30.
Oh.
You see, Nick, none of the other cabins were rented last night, so the woman went into town to a party.
I see.
Now, look, Miss Perry, everybody knows Tony Blaze was a king-size heel. So maybe if you would admit the truth...
I won't admit anything. You're trying to trap me.
Okay, then. I'll have to hold you for the grand jury. And I hope you've got a better story then than you have now.
I can't believe it. Agnes accused of murder, policeman here in my home searching for evidence.
Please don't worry, Mr. Perry. No jury will ever convict Agnes under the circumstances.
Maybe they won't, Miss Forsythe, if she'd admit the circumstances. And if she sticks to the story she told at headquarters, she may be charged with first-degree murder.
You're probably right, Carter. Even I can see that Agnes is lying.
But why should she lie about such unimportant things? The time and whether or not she was wearing a coat.
Well, she's hysterical, that's all. You don't know Agnes as I do, Mr. Carter. She's always been terribly shy, frightened of everybody.
How long have you known her, Miss Forsythe?
Well, only about 6 months, really. But we've been like sisters.
Oh, Nick.
What's the matter, Patsy?
I asked Gordon of the butler, you know.
Oh, yes, I know.
Well, I asked him to come down here and tell you what he just told Sergeant Matheson. Tell him, Gordon.
Well, sir, it's just that I heard Miss Agnes come home last night.
Then why didn't you tell somebody, Gordon? You knew how frantic we all were.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Perry, but I didn't know it was Miss Agnes at the time. I thought it was you, sir.
Why should you think that? Could it have been Miss Forsythe here or one of the servants?
Oh, no, sir. The only persons with a latchkey are Miss Agnes, Mr. Perry, and myself, sir. Anyone else would have to ring the doorbell.
If she left at 3:15, the time would be just about right.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, Nick, I found it.
What, Matty?
The white coat Miss Perry said she didn't wear home. She tried to burn it in the furnace, but there's still plenty left for identification. And look at those blood stains.
Is that Agnes's coat, Mr. Perry?
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
And it's the last piece of evidence needed to smash that story of hers to smithereens.
Oh, what's the use? Yes, I shot him. Now I hope you're satisfied.
Please, Miss Perry, don't look on us as enemies. Patsy and I came here to the jail hoping we could help you.
That's the truth, Miss Perry. Why don't you tell Nick just what happened?
Well, he was going to hit me. I warned him to stay away, but he kept coming with that awful look on his face. I was almost out of my mind with fear. I didn't even realize what I was doing.
Now, look, you mustn't get excited. You see, Nick, it was self-defense.
Yeah, but the next thing is to prove it.
Oh, how can you with everybody lying about me?
Nobody's lying about you, Miss
They're
Perry.
all lying. That woman at the camp, the police, even Gordon. They lied about the code, about the time it happened, even about my breaking my watch.
Wait a minute. Do you still insist that the shooting took place at 12:30 and that you came back home without your coat?
Of course I do, because it's the truth.
And you didn't fall against that chair and break your watch, Crystal?
I didn't fall against anything.
Look, Miss Perry, how many times did you fire that revolver?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, wait. I have a picture here that the police photographer took of the body.
I don't want to see it.
You've got to. This is important.
All right.
Now tell me, was this the way he was lying when you left the cabin?
No, he was more on his side and not next to the bed. He was over by the easy chair.
He must have lived long enough to crawl a few feet.
No, Patsy. That last bullet killed him instantly.
Oh, please stop talking about it. I said I killed him. What more do you want?
I want a lot more, Miss Perry. I want to get you out of this cell. And the best way to do it is by putting someone else here instead.
Hello, Sergeant Matheson. This is Patsy. Nick just got back to the office, and he wants to know whether you have any report on those fingerprints yet.
And the broken glass, too, Patsy.
Oh, yes, the glass fragments, too, Sergeant. Okay, I'll hold on. He's gone for the report now, Nick.
Good.
Why this sudden interest in fingerprints? You know the only prints on the revolver that killed Tony Blaze was Agnes's.
I know, but these are different. I got one of them from a teacup, and the other off the lock button on the Perry's front door.
Off the what?
A little button on the lock that you press when you want to leave the door off the latch.
But what the... Oh, yes, Sergeant. They were. And how about the glass? I see. Yes, I'll tell him. Goodbye.
What did he say?
Those fingerprints were both made by the same person, but it wasn't Agnes Perry.
That's what I hoped for. And how about the pieces of glass?
Well, it seems that Agnes is telling the truth about her watch, at least. Those fragments weren't from a watch crystal after all. They were optical glass.
That makes things more interesting. Better get your hat, Patsy. We're going to travel.
No idea it was so mountainous. Do you really think you can do anything to help Agnes, Mr. Carter?
I do. Matter of fact, I intend to prove that Agnes Perry didn't kill her husband.
But she confessed.
I know she did, but I found a fingerprint on the latch button of the front door that's going to convict the real murderer.
I don't understand.
Here's the turn, Miss Forsythe.
Oh. I almost missed that.
Yeah. And you turned right, Miss Forsythe. I told you to make a left turn.
Oh, how stupid of me. I'll turn around.
No, never mind. The tourist camp is on this road. But how did you know?
What? Well, I didn't. What's the rules are over the cliff? It's all right. I just swerved to avoid that dog. I didn't see it until it was almost under our wheels. You almost gave me heart failure. Must be 100 feet down to the river.
Miss Forsythe probably didn't notice the dog because she doesn't see so well without her glasses, Patsy.
My glasses? How did you know that I...
You usually wear them while driving, don't you?
Well, of course I do, but...
But they're broken, aren't they, Miss Forsythe? You broke them last night in the tourist cabin where you killed Tony Blaze.
That's utterly ridiculous.
You say you've never been over this road before?
I haven't.
Yet because you were excited, you took the right-hand turn, even though I purposely told you to turn left.
That doesn't mean anything.
I'd say it means you made this same trip before. Last night, when you slipped the latch on the front door of the Perry home so that you could get back in unobserved.
I did no such thing.
Oh, yes, you did. Your fingerprint was on the push button of the automatic lock. The same print you left on a teacup this afternoon.
Suppose I did touch that push button. You still can't prove I was ever in that cabin.
I think we can. By having an oculist compare the pieces of broken glass found in the cabin with a prescription for your eyeglasses.
All right, smart boy. So I did kill him. But I won't go to the chair for it. I'd rather die this way. Nick, we're going over the cliff!
Linda Forsythe twists the wheel of the speeding car toward the edge of the cliff with its 100-foot drop, intending to kill not only herself, but Nick and Patsy as well. We'll see what happens in just a moment. Now for the conclusion of The Case of the Homely Bride. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. Rather than take a chance on the electric chair, Linda Forsythe turns the wheel of her fast-moving car toward the side of the mountain road, where there's a sheer 100-foot drop.
Nick, we're going over the cliff! Let go of the wheel!
Patsy, don't try to jump!
Oh, thank heaven. We hit a tree instead of going over.
Yeah. I managed to twist the wheel enough to avoid that.
Yeah, but even hitting a tree at that speed, why aren't we smashed up more?
I managed to get my foot on the brake and jammed it down hard.
Why did you have to go snooping around? They'd have acquitted Agnes, but...
But it made me a different story for you. Why did you kill Tony Blaze anyway?
He double-crossed me. I was the one he was going to marry, not Agnes. He said it would only be a bluff to get money out of her father.
Then you were in on the whole scheme.
Well, of course I was. Tony would never have been able to meet Agnes if I hadn't made friends with her and introduced him.
And then you stayed right with her so that you could encourage the courtship, huh?
I did it because I loved him. And he said he loved me. We were going to take the money and get married. And then
he decided it'd be more profitable in the long run to marry Agnes and collect afterward.
Yes. I knew where they'd gone, so I came up here to have it out with him. And then he got nasty. He hit me.
So it was you who fell over the chair and broke your glasses.
Yes. I must have gone crazy. I grabbed up the gun.
But Agnes said she shot him.
She did. What? One bullet went wild and another grazed his head and made him unconscious. He'd just come out of it a little while before I got there.
And you got the idea of putting the blame on her, huh?
Yes. I was sure her fingerprints were still on the gun. Tony was still groggy. He didn't notice what I was doing. So I picked it up with my handkerchief.
And finished the job. Then you put on Agnes's white coat before leaving the cabin so that if anyone saw you, they'd think it was she.
That's right. Oh, Mr. Carter, what do you think they'll do to me?
I don't know, Miss Forsythe. But since you're so fond of wearing Agnes Perry's clothes, we'll see how that prison uniform of hers will fit you.
Well, Nick, what about the adventure new post-war Old Dutch cleanser will bring us next week?
It's a story, Mike, about a politician who found an Oriental dancer in his bathtub, dead.
And Nick didn't like the costume the corpse was wearing because it exposed an uneven suntan.
But what's suntan got to do with murder?
It had plenty to do with this one, Mike. Along with a jealous wife and a sideshow barker and an old-fashioned political rally.
Well, now, that sounds like quite an adventure. What do you call it, Nick?
I call it The Case of the Candidate's Corpse.
New post-war Old Dutch cleanser, famous for chasing dirt, presents Nick Carter, famous for chasing crime. Every week at this time, two great names are joined as new post-war Old Dutch cleanser brings you one of the most resourceful and daring characters in all detective fiction, Nick Carter, Master Detective.
Nick, look out!
Quick, Patsy, down on the floor. Come back here. Come out back,
Nick,
you dirty
they pushed
lousy.
to the curb deliberately. I saw them.
Crazy fools, they could have killed us. You're not kidding, driver. Look at those windows. Hey, those ain't... Oh, yes, they are. They're bullet holes.
And now, the case of the great impersonation. Today's adventure starring Lon Clark as Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. When Jack Blaney was police reporter on the Morning Blade, he and Nick saw a lot of each other. But they lost touch when Jack moved to Center City as city editor of the Daily Crusader there. And then, late one night, Nick received a long-distance call.
Hey, where are you calling from, Jack? Center City?
Yes, I'm still at the newspaper office. Everybody else went home hours ago, but I'll be here until morning, except that I'll probably have to run out for cigarettes in a little while.
Big story coming up?
Oh, plenty big. I'm going through the morgue, checking every crime story here for the past 10 years.
What's the big idea?
Nick, there's a gang in this town that the local cops haven't been able to touch. They don't even know who's at the head of it, but I know.
Anybody I ever heard of?
I don't want to mention names over the phone, but they're mixed up in everything. Gambling, stolen cars, black market building materials, and now counterfeiting.
Well, look, Jack, you better get in touch with the Treasury Department then. Counterfeiting's their job.
No, I want to get the evidence myself first. This is really big stuff, Nick. And if I swing it, it'll give me a national reputation as a newspaperman.
But, Jack, if you know so much about their operations and plans and you know who's at the head of the outfit, you're
I
responsible.
haven't any proof, Nick. I just happened to overhear a scrap of conversation between a couple of drunken mobsters in one of our local gin mills. They mentioned their boss's name, and then I heard something about Arlie Grinner, and then...
Arlie Grinner?
Yeah. He's going to supply the counterfeit money, and the mob here will distribute it.
Look, Jack, take my advice, will you? Call the Treasury Department.
I'll make a bargain with you, Nick. If you'll come out here for a few days and help me get proof to back up what I know, I will call them before I take any action.
Now, wait a
Oh,
minute.
it means a lot to me, Nick. Breaking this story will put me ahead 10 years in the newspaper game. I'll have offers from...
Okay. Patsy and I'll catch the next train.
Oh, swell. Well, now I'll get back to work. So long, Nick.
Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Right.
Shut off the recorder, Benny. That's all there is. They hung up.
That sneaking rat Blaney, hiring a private eye from the big town. Oh, when the boss hears this record, he'll blow his top.
Well, the boss must have figured something was up, or he wouldn't have had us tap Blaney's phone wire.
Hey, I hope he thinks of some way to keep this Carter guy from coming here. I heard about him.
Don't worry about Carter. When his train pulls in tomorrow, we'll be ready for him. But tonight, we're going to take care of Mr. Blaney. Come on, Patsy. Here's a cab.
Say, Nick, Center City's quite a place, isn't it?
Oh, sure. Almost 100,000 population.
Golly.
Hey, get in, Patsy.
Yeah.
Where to, brother? The Morning Crusader officer.
Check. Hey, there's another cab around. I'm in a hurry to get to the Hotel Bradford. Be all right with you if I... Oh, Well, that's all right. We don't mind sharing the ride.
Never mind. I think I see another cab coming now. Thanks.
If she can see a cab coming, she has better eyes than I have.
I think she changed her mind when she saw us, Patsy.
What's the matter? Do we have leprosy or something?
You know who that was?
No, who?
Arlie Grinner's girl.
Ollie.
Her name's Connie Mills.
Oh, well, no wonder she didn't want to ride with us if she recognized you.
She probably did. I've run into her several times around New York. I wonder what was in that bag she was carrying.
Hey, buddy, you know many people in New York?
Yes, quite a few. Why?
Any theatrical producers?
Oh, yes, couple.
How about give me a letter of introduction, huh?
Well, I don't know.
I'm talent, see? Undiscovered talent. One of them stars of tomorrow.
Yeah?
Listen. Am I mortified? Am I burned up? I'm standing on the street corner with Don Priago by my side. In person, when up comes this discourteous individual. He steps up on my toes, puts a penny in my mouth, and tries to weigh himself. Ha-cha-cha-cha. I got a million of them. That was Jimmy Durante, see?
Yes, we see.
How about this?
Now, you listen to me, young Dr. Killjoy. I'm an old man. Maybe I'm not the surgeon I used to be. But at the same time...
Hey, watch out for that truck.
Get that hackle off along! Yeah, shut up. That was Lionel Barrymore.
Driving the truck, you mean?
No, that's the impersonation I was doing. I can impersonate anybody. Maybe you like to hear Edward G. Robinson.
No, not while we're in this heavy traffic.
I can drive this hack with my eyes closed.
Oh, don't argue with him, Nick. He'll try to prove it to you.
From now on, I'm running this mob, see? Yeah, me, little squeezer. You're taking orders from me, see? Yeah. If I have to put a hole in somebody's head... Look out!
Quick, Patsy, down to the floor.
Come back here. Come on back, you
Nick, they
dirty...
pushed it to the curb deliberately. I saw them.
Oh, the crazy fools, they could have killed us.
You're not kidding, driver. Look at those windows.
Hey, those ain't...
Yes, they are. Bullet holes from a machine gun.
This is the office, Nick. See on the door, Jack Blaney, city editor.
Girl said to walk right in, but did you notice how oddly she said it?
Yes, as if she were frightened or something.
Well, maybe Jack can explain.
Yeah.
Hi, Jack.
How are you, Mr. Carter, Miss Bourne? I'm Chief Ramsey of the Center City Police Department.
The police?
When the receptionist phoned to say that you were here to see Mr. Blaney, I recognized your name, so I asked her to send you in without saying anything.
Anything about what, Chief?
About the fact that Blaney was murdered at 3 o'clock this morning.
What?
Murdered?
Well, that was only a couple of hours after he phoned me. How did it happen?
A couple of hoodlums waited in front of this building with a machine gun.
Oh.
Your local boys seem to like machine guns, Chief. They used one to welcome Miss Bowen and me just a few minutes ago.
What? They did? Well, what in the Sam Hill?
I demand action. I demand it. My city editor's been shot down on the street like a dog. Like a dog, mind you.
Mr. Hanford, these are some friends of Blaney's from out of town, Mr. Carter and Miss Bowen. Mr. Hanford is the publisher of the Daily Crusader.
Hello.
Let's see. Sorry to have to meet under such tragic circumstances, but I'm throwing every resource of this paper behind the hunt for these mad dogs. Every resource.
Any idea why Blaney was murdered, Mr. Hanford?
Well, of course I have. Of course I have. The Crusader's a newspaper with a mission. A mission. That mission is to stamp out crime in Center City.
And you think Jack was killed simply because he was your city editor?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh. We have a well-organized criminal element. Well-organized. Not they're afraid of the Daily Crusader. Afraid of us. They know we'll get him someday.
The Daily Crusader and the police department work pretty close, Mr. Carter. A matter of fact, Mr. Hanford here was directly responsible for making me chief of police.
You bet I was. I have influence in this town. Influence. I wanted a police chief who was honest. Even if he isn't smart.
Now, Mr. Hanford...
That's the truth, Ramsey. Everybody knows it. Everybody. But by the eternal, if you don't clean this town up now, clean it up, I said.
Well, I'm trying, Mr. Hanford. You know that. And if Mr. Carter will help out...
As far as Jack Blaney's murder is concerned, you bet I'll help out. And I think I know just where to start.
I'm sorry, sir. There's no Connie Mills registered at this hotel.
But, Nick, she certainly said the Bradford Hotel.
Maybe she's using another name, Patsy.
Oh, yeah.
Look, clerk, the young lady I mean probably came in about an hour ago. She has red hair.
Hennaed red hair.
Was wearing a green dress, a green and white hat, and...
Oh, I remember her. But she checked in under the name of Turner. Wait till I look at the card.
Oh, using an alias, huh?
Here it is. Miss Jean Turner, New York City.
That's probably the one.
You'll find her in room 1018.
Thanks. Come on, Chief.
Yeah?
Hello, Connie.
What's the idea? What is this, a pinch?
Is it, Mr. Carter?
No, Connie. We'd just like to look around and ask you a few questions.
Well, just a minute. Nick, if she locks that door...
She won't get it locked. There. Now, look, Connie.
Watch her. She's trying to get a gun out of that suitcase.
No, it's a package of something.
Keep between her and that window, Chief. I'll head her up on this one.
Let go.
Come on, Connie. Let's see what you're so anxious to throw out the window.
If I had a rod, I'd teach you to propose a lady.
There. Here, Patsy, see what's inside this package.
All right, Nick.
Hold still, Connie. Be a good girl.
Good gravy, it's money.
Why, there must be a couple of $100,000 here.
And I'll bet every dollar of it's counterfeit. Connie here is associated with a counterfeiter named Ollie Grenner, Chief.
Huh?
Treasury men have been trying to prove something on him for months.
And Grenner had a deal on with the head of the gang here in Center City. Jack Blaney told Nick about it not 2 hours before he was killed.
The way I figure it, this gang leader found out that Jack knew about him, and that's why Jack was killed.
Come on, sister. Who are you bringing this stuff to?
I don't know.
You don't know? How could you deliver it if you didn't know who it was going to?
I won't say another word till I see my lawyer.
Okay, Connie. Lock her up, Chief. And keep her arrest quiet as long as you can.
Now, see.
Shut up, sister. Mr. Carter, I'd appreciate it if you'd come along to headquarters with us and bring that phony money.
Sure, glad to, Chief. Patsy, you better stay here. And if there's a phone call, pretend you're Connie and stall until I get back.
Right.
Now, don't let anyone in but me. I'll be back in 30 minutes.
It's almost 30 minutes since Nick left. He'll be here any minute now. Nothing's happened. Oh, there he is. Coming, Nick! Oh.
Jean Turner, ain't it?
Why, yes, I'm Jean Turner.
We're from Du Bois.
Well, who do you mean?
Never mind who we mean. You got the stuff?
The stuff? Oh, you...
funny money, baby, the
Yeah.
funny money. We're
Oh.
ready to pay off in real dough.
Yeah, 50 grand. Show us, Slim.
Here. Does that convince you that you're talking to the right guys?
Well, you see, boys, there's been a little hitch.
Have you got the stuff arranged yet?
Well, not right now, but if you'll come back in half an hour...
What kind of a runaround is this? You knew we'd be here for it at 9 o'clock tonight.
Oh, yes, but, look, come back in half an hour and I'll explain.
Explain sooner than that, baby. Get your hat.
But my hat?
Yeah, you're going to explain to the boss in person.
Afraid to resist and hoping she can continue to carry out the bluff, Patsy has no choice but to leave the hotel with the two gangsters. We'll see what happens in just a moment. Now back to The Case of the Great Impersonation. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. After sending a telegram to the nearest office of the Treasury Department, informing them of the counterfeit money found in Connie Mills' luggage, Nick returns to the Hotel Bradford, expecting to find Patsy waiting in Connie's room. Finding the room empty, he goes to the hotel desk.
Miss Bowen? Yes, Miss Bowen. Oh, the young lady who came in with you? Yes. Have you seen her? Why, she just this minute left with two men. With two men? Well, they must have been coming down the elevator as you went up, Mr. Carter. What did they look like? Well, they were rather hard-looking, flashily dressed. Which way they go? Through the street door. Perhaps you can still catch them. It hasn't been more than a minute since they left. Hi there. You looking for a cab?
Yeah, the girl who was with me when you picked us up at the station. You see her just come out of the hotel with two men?
Sure, they got into a black sedan. That's it. Up at the corner waiting with a red light. Oh, there they go. The light's changed.
Catch up with them. Don't let them get away.
You're safe, pal. Hey, you really going to introduce me to some of them theatrical producers?
Catch that car. I'll introduce you to every producer in New York.
Rather you made a deal. Hey, you know what? I forgot to do for you before. Cary Grant. Listen.
Never mind the impersonations now. Catch that car.
What'll I do with them if I catch them?
Horse them over to the curb.
Hey, look, I'll get in trouble with the car.
Do what I tell you, will you? This is a matter of life or death.
Okay. Okay, chum. Now?
Yeah, shove them over. Then stop in front of them so they can't get away.
Right. Here goes.
Meaning of this, young man?
What? You alone in this car?
Certainly I am, but don't think I'm helpless. I'll scream for the police.
Look here, driver. I thought you said Patsy and those two men were in this car.
See, pal, I thought it was this one. All these big black sedans look alike. I'm sorry.
Tell me about it later. Sorry, madam. It was all a mistake. Driver, take me to police headquarters right away. And see if you can impersonate a cab driver in a hurry. Keep moving, sister. Boss is going to be mighty interested in why you ain't got that dough.
And whatever your reason is, it had better be good.
But I told you that...
Save it for the boss. Now, right through this door.
Okay.
Hey, boss, I brought...
Slim, I told you and Benny never to come here to my home. I told you that...
Mr. Hanford.
What's she doing here?
This is the girl Arlie Grannon sent with her stuff, boss.
But she ain't got it.
And she acted so funny about it, we thought you'd...
You fools. Fools, both of you.
So you're the boss, the great reformer, the man who fights crime.
Shut up!
Is something wrong, boss?
This isn't the girl Grannon sent. She's Nick Carter's assistant. His assistant, do you hear me?
But we went to room 1018 at the Bradford like you told us, and she said her name was Jane.
I don't care what she said.
So you're the gang leader Jack Blaney found out about. And it was you who killed him, you
regrettable
dirty...
necessity, my dear. A regrettable necessity. Now I'm afraid we must take the same measures with you.
What?
The same measures.
We got to bump the dame off, too?
Oh, no.
Look, boss, this ain't so good if she's Nick Carter.
You do as I tell you, exactly as I tell you. Perhaps we can make it appear an accident.
Oh, no, please, no.
Kind of an accident.
I don't know yet. I'll have to think it over. Take her out to the old Dashwood place. Wait for a call from me. When I make up my mind.
Okay, boss. Come on, baby. We're going right.
Let me go. I'll scream. I'll raise the whole neighborhood.
No, you won't.
I
Too bad I had to slug your sister. Now you won't get no chance to scream, ever. They've got Patsy.
How do you know?
The desk clerk said she left the hotel with two hard-looking characters. She wouldn't have stirred out of that room until I got back unless she'd been forced to.
Maybe we'd better go see Mr. Hanford.
Who's chief of police in this town? You or Hanford?
Why, I am, but him and me always work together, and I kind of depend on him.
This time, let's depend on the police force. I want to talk to the men who know the districts where this gang might have a hideout.
Oh, sure, Mr. Carter. Anything you say. Allenby, send Myerson and Dunphy in here on the double.
Sorry if I seem impatient, Chief, but Anything happens to Patsy...
I know how you feel, but I still think we ought to talk to Mr. Hanford. I was just reading the editorial he wrote in tonight's paper, all about the Blaney killing.
Yes. I'm sure it's a fine editorial.
Oh, you bet. A real tearjerker, too. About how Blaney was working late, and when he stepped out to get a pack of cigarettes, he got... Huh?
Let me see that editorial.
Oh, sure, here.
Yes, Chief, you're right. I think we should go see Mr. Hanford.
Good. I'll get a squad.
Don't drive. I have a taxi waiting outside. Come on.
See, what's the meaning of breaking...
Look here, Hanford, I'm going to give you just 2 minutes to tell me where your thugs have taken Miss Bowen. And if you don't tell me, I'll wring your scrawny old neck.
What? No. Look, Mr. Carter, I know you're excited.
Excited? I've gone way past that, Chief. The gang leader you weren't able to find is a man who's been your unofficial advisor, Mr. Cyrus Hanford.
You're out of your mind. Out of your mind.
You listened in on Blaney's phone call to me last night, Hanford. You heard him tell me he knew who was behind the gang, so you had him killed before I could get him.
That's a lie. I didn't even know he made such a call.
Take a look at this editorial you wrote in tonight's Daily Crusader. It says that Blaney was leaving the building to get a pack of cigarettes when he was murdered. There wasn't anybody else in the building. He could have told that, too. So how did you know his reason for going out at that time?
Why, I was only guessing. Only guessing.
Mighty good guessing, Mr. Hanford, because Jack told me over the phone that he was going out for cigarettes soon.
What about it?
Listening in on that phone conversation was the only way you could have known about those cigarettes. And when you wrote the editorial, you unconsciously proved your own guilt.
Hey, I never even thought of Mr. Hanford. But it is kind of funny that every time we'd plan a raid on one of the mob's gambling houses, they seem to know about it ahead of time.
You think you can go into court with any such ridiculous, trumped-up evidence? They'll laugh in your face. Laugh in your face.
Your 2 minutes are up, Hanford. You going to tell me where Patsy is, or do I...
Let him lay a hand on me.
He said he was going to break your neck, and I hope he does.
Where is she? I don't know. Where? He killed me.
That's swell by me.
Don't hit me, Carter. Don't.
I'll talk fast, then.
I'll tell you. She hasn't been hurt at all. Not hurt at all. Let me use the phone. I'll have her here in a few minutes.
Okay, go ahead.
And to think that old buzzard is making a sap out of me all the time. I must take a poke in my...
Hello, Slim. This is the boss. Yes, the boss. You know what I said about the girl? About you and Benny putting the girl out of the way? Yeah. Well, do it now. Do it fast. Kill her! Kill her!
As Hanford shrieks the order for Patsy's death, Nick and Chief Ramsey grab frantically for the phone, but too late. We'll see what happens in just a moment. Now for the conclusion of The Case of the Great Impersonation. Today's adventure with Nick Carter, brought to you by new post-war Old Dutch cleanser. Pretending he is phoning his thugs to bring Patsy back unharmed, Cyrus Hanford gives orders for her to be killed.
Kill her! Kill her! Why, you dirty... Save her now if you can.
You murdering old devil, right?
Maybe you can prove I gave the orders to kill Blaney, Carter. Maybe you can. But they can only hang me once. And I'll have the satisfaction, Roy, I'd paid you for your meddling.
Oh, gosh, Mr. Carter, if we only knew where they are, I could call out the radio cars.
Take her to a farm, 15 miles out of town. By the time your radio cars get there, it'll be too late.
Go ahead and call out your men, Chief. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Want to see a taxi about a man.
Let me go, please.
Ain't gonna do you no good to fight, sister.
Sure. You keep twisting around like that, and it might take 2 or 3 slugs to do the job.
Just one bullet right between the eyes.
No. That's the phone, Slim.
Well, so what?
Well, nobody'd be calling out here but the boss, would they?
No. Okay, I'll get it. Hang on to it, Benny.
You bet.
You mean this is I know? You'll run you down.
Yeah?
Hello, Slim. This is the boss. This is the boss again.
Yeah, boss?
Is the girl still all right? Is she all right?
We're just getting to that little matter now, boss.
Well, everything's changed. It's all changed. Carter's found out about us. He's found out. Now, we've got to get out. We've got to get out fast.
Okay, but what about the dame?
Bring her with you. We're taking her along as a hostage. Carter won't dare try to stop us if we have her in the car. He won't dare.
Yeah, that's a smart idea, boss.
I'll wait for you at the corner of 9th and Livermore in a green and white taxi. Green and white. Bring the girl, pick me up there in 20 minutes.
There's the green and white cab, Benny. Pull over and stop.
Okay.
long as you're making a getaway, why not let me go?
Quiet, you.
That you? That you, Slim?
Yeah, boss. And we got the girl with us.
You'll have to get out and help me. Have to help me, both of you.
Come on, Benny. Something's wrong with the boss.
What do you mean wrong? Is he hurt?
Well, I don't know, but... Hey, boss. What? He ain't in his cab. Keep your hands where I can see them. You and Benny both.
The cops! Yeah. And if either of you'd like to make a run for it, we'll show you that cops can use machine guns, too.
Better drive a little faster, Chris. We don't want to miss our train.
I'll get you there, pal.
Nick, Hanford had an almost perfect setup, didn't he?
Just about, Betsy.
Of course, no one ever suspected the city's most fanatical reformer.
Well, not only that, Hanford actually helped plan the campaigns against himself, so that he knew every move the police would make before they made it.
Yeah, but there were some arrests and some gambling houses were closed.
Ah, but never any of Hanford's. He used the police to wipe out his competitors only.
Well, I guess he knew what he was talking about when he said Chief Ramsey wasn't very smart.
Well, it was ideal for Hanford's purpose.
Yeah.
Everyone knew the chief was strictly honest, and yet it was easy for Hanford to make a fool of him.
Tell me, Nick, how did you ever induce Hanford to put through that second phone call? The one that made Slim and Benny bring me to the place where you and the officers were waiting.
Oh, that. I couldn't make him do that, Betsy.
But he did it.
Oh, no, he didn't. That was Chris, our impersonating cab driver here.
It was?
Yeah, that was me, in the flesh.
But if it was Chris, how did you know what number to call?
I listened very carefully to Hanford's dialing when he made his phone call.
Oh, and you counted the clicks so you knew what the number was.
Right, so while the chief called out his men, I dashed down and got Chris, who was waiting in his cab at the entrance to the building. I told him what number to call, and he made the call, in Hanford's voice.
Well, I'll be darned.
And don't forget them producers, pal.
I won't, Chris. They'll listen to you if I have to tie them down. That's a promise.
Yeah, gee, thanks. I'll do the same for you sometime. The same for you.
Oh, Nick, that really sounded a lot like Hanford.
Over the phone, it was close enough. It was the only thing I could think of that'd be fast enough. And believe me, Chris gave a star performance.
It was a cinch. Everybody in Center City knows that funny way old man Hanford talks. I told you I could impersonate anybody.
Chris, you're wonderful.
Hey, I got another one I want you to hear. Margaret O'Brien.
Margaret no.
Nick, what about the adventure new post-war old Dutch cleanser has for us next week?
Well, Mike, it's a story of a girl who looked as if she'd never get a husband. And then when she did get one, she shot him.
But Nick felt sorry for her, so he tried to send someone else up for the murder.
You mean to say that Nick framed an innocent person for murder?
Well, it's a long story, Mike. I'm afraid it'll have to wait till next Sunday.
All right, but what do you call this adventure, Nick?
I call it The Case of the Homely Bride.
Nick Carter, Master Detective, is presented each week at this time by the Cudahy Packing Company. It is produced and directed by Jock McGregor and is copyrighted by Street and Smith Publications, Incorporated. Charlotte Manson is featured as Patsy. Today's script was written by Jim Parsons. Original music is played by Henry Silverne. This program is fictional, and any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. With millions of additional children entering our schools during the next few years, the nation faces serious educational handicaps. Inferior education for our boys and girls may damage our prosperity, our traditions of freedom, our security. That's why we urge every adult to work with local civic groups and school boards to help improve educational conditions. Show by your interest and friendliness that you appreciate the importance of your children's teachers. They mold our nation's future. This is Michael Fitzmaurice saying, when minutes count, use new post-war Old Dutch cleansers. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.